everybody. Welcome in. Um, Today's a special stream, everybody. Today's gonna be a little bit more of a special stream. Because I feel like I need to do it. Because I need to hear from y'all. Where am I? Here I am. I am here. Oh, snap. And we're here for a visit, everybody. We're here for a visit. Give me a second. I gotta fix a couple things here. And get rid of that. Hello, Twinin. Hi, Twinin. Alright, give me a second here, everybody. I'm just fixing all my windows because I got a billion of them open. I need to close YouTube. Let me finish this tweet and send this tweet. Okay. Alright, buddy. I tweeted out what we're doing today. If you want to see what we're doing today, and there's a tweet that summarizes it. How am I doing? I'm doing decent, everybody. I'm doing decent. Keep this note up. I gotta close some streams. Had a bunch of streams open. I gotta close all that. I don't need this Marvel Rivals thing open either. Close that. Alright, we're good. Didn't realize I had that. Alright, let's look at this stuff, everybody. Look, we obtained something. I like how, I don't like the premium still there. Like, what's up with that? Anyways, Avery, how's it going, Lopez Tenna? How you doing? Alright, new Dobby. Season 5 Dobby underway. Oh, I haven't looked at any of this in a long time. You get costumes from an agency event? Huh. You get some emotes. Oh, they're all snazzy. They're all little secret agents. They're all like business. They're all like FBI, CIA. That's funny. Alright, anyways. Claim. Ding. I haven't heard that in a while. I did log in for one day this season, right? In the very beginning. We're in season 5 still, right? Let's look at the thing here, everybody. It normally says it right here, right? 18 days. So it's almost the end already. That's crazy. Hold up, wait, how many days is it till Marvel Rivals? Oh, the counting. Wait. 7? I'm doing it like this, everybody, hold on. Alright, we're right here, so 7, 14, I can't do math, 21, 20. Oh my god, that is the most unfortunate thing on the planet. Well, maybe we'll get to play before Marvel Rivals opens up, everybody. Because that's the same exact day as Marvel Rivals. That's actually kind of messed up. If it was right here, that would have been Pog. That would have been Pog if it's like right here. Oh, no. Oh, maybe I'm a little off. Maybe my math's off. Maybe I want to go. Is it the 22nd or 23rd, everybody? Someone tell me. I hope it's the 22nd. Maybe it's like not exactly 18 days. Maybe we'll have to look into that, everybody. Because that'll be interesting. If I can get to visit the season before the thing starts. I played 15 games. I don't even remember. Yeah, if my prediction goes correctly, Twinin, the next season will likely have another new map or new mode. That is my prediction on the next season. They're gonna either give y'all a new map or maybe even an entirely new mode. I just had this weird suspicion that they're gonna throw something in to try to pull people into the game. Otherwise, it's gonna be another season 2 slash, 4 or 5. That game mode was leaked. It's unconfirmed, right? Like, there's that game mode, right? I'm just saying, I have a weird feeling they're gonna do something. Because now this game's going through what other small BRs have gone through. I can explain in a minute or two. We got an ad going, so I don't want to start explaining yet. But it's actually kind of interesting because this game is starting to see it. I've been keeping an eye on y'all. and it's definitely starting to happen. But thank goodness this game got My Hero as an IP, and it's on its final season. That's all I gotta say about that. Like, y'all still got some casuals coming in just because, you know, they're really hyped with watching the anime, so they want to play the game. Hey, how's it going, Webhead? Things are going pretty decent, honestly. That's what this stream, you know, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna give y'all like a full update on everything going on with me, from everything from when you all were watching me and stuff I didn't really talk about too much, till present type of thing. There's a lot's been going on, everybody. We got an ad though, so I'm gonna wait until it finishes, and I'm gonna load up training for the ad blockers and all that. The most hyped character won't release until around season 11. Which character is that? We still have a couple that haven't got released yet, right? So, let's think about it. What, y'all got Hawk, right? Hawk still hasn't, and we know Hawk is coming. Nejuri? I can't say that right. Mid-Hero Ultra Realm. We all know what it is with this game, everybody. We all know. This game is but another game, and has a lot of things going right for it, just a couple things going wrong type of thing, and Monopoly is being broken. 'Tis the story of a lot of games. You know, like I said, everybody, the devs are working on this game, right? By season 20, this game might actually be polished. I'm joking, but I'm serious about that, right? It has been slowly edging that way. The main thing with this game that they have to really maybe be more on top of is when they add new characters, they break. See, they've been fixing old stuff, and then they add new characters and break new stuff. So there's a lot of that. You know what I mean? Hey, Seasons! Long time no see. Yep, I'm here, everybody. We're doing a little bit of a story time. I'll talk more about me in a second, but I guess we're talking about the game for a second, just to, you know, my little tidbit on what's going on with y'all. Things are still going decent, like, y'all still got people playing. I know the Spanish community's been kind of putting in work with, like, getting some, like, tournaments going. I was watching the one that y'all were doing the other day, and that was pretty cool. How you doing, Seasons? Webhead, Twin, and Fedge, we're here, everybody, we're here. I haven't even looked at the new season yet. We actually need to, look at some characters, right? So I know Shigaraki got nerfed, which, we'll look at that, all that stuff in a second. I kind of want to look at the new characters and stuff, too. So Mirio got put in the game, and I still don't really know what this guy does, so let's, like, mess with him really quick. So his A is this punch. Okay. And this goes underground. Yeah, Mirio's kinda cool. I heard he was really buggy, though. I heard, like, this broke Toga, right? For a while. Did they fix that? I don't even know if they fixed that. I just know that, like, broke Toga. Okay. It's like A buttons. Interesting. I know I remember when I was playing and he was out, like, they were, like, zipping in on me. The new Dobby's broken. I kinda wanna look at him. I don't know what he does at all, actually. Like, literally, zero clue. We'll look at Mirio again in a second. Where is Dobby? Right here, right? And then what? Do I have to... How do I change his quirk skill set? Oh, here we go. Strike. Alright, let me look at this, everybody. I don't even know what this does. An attack that sends a pillar of flames forward. Press and hold to increase the number of flame pillars. So you hold it down? Is it better to hold it down? Scorching. I can't say that word. Engulf your flames and latch onto your opponent. Okay, so that's like the big grapple move I see people doing. What's this move? I don't get what this move does. Alright. Crazy Torch. Continuously consume HP to strengthen yourself and your quirk skill. Makes an explosion after receiving a certain amount of damage. Or when the skill is over. The heck does that? Red Dobby can two-tap rapids? Hold on, wait, what the heck is that? Does he, like, float with this? So is it like a shockwave? What is up with this? Is this a fire shockwave? Can you use it in the air at all? Or is it like strictly on the ground type of move? Seems like it's on the ground type of move. What about like aim down sights? Alright. What's this? What's this? What's this? Okay, so this is the flame mode. And what is it, like... Oh wait, did I just cancel it? Alright everybody, I'm messing with stuff right now. I have no idea what's going on. His gamma give him speed damage and takes away HP. Not enough to punish? What do you mean by speed damage? That's a speed and damage boost? So I was going faster there? Like attack speed or movement speed? Let me see this again. So I'm faster right now? I can barely tell. I guess he is. Oh, it is faster. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's neat. And then it leaves like a flame trail every once in a while. Very interesting. Very interesting. So what's up with the kick? You can like kick grapple attack onto people, right? He's almost as fast as you do. Is he really? Definitely fast. I didn't notice it at first, but then again, honestly, I was being bad and forgetting I need to hit sprint sometimes. Alright, everybody. I gotta do something in my look sense, I think, real quick. Hold on, everybody. That's half the reason I loaded up training mode. Let's go down here. I changed my look sense because of Overwatch and Marvel. And, kinda need to get used to it. Hold up, everybody. Watch this. I got the sense thing right here. Wait. I gotta do it like this. My hero. Because I changed it. Hello? Go. Oh. I was like, what's wrong? Okay. There it is. I need to change it to 41. And then my mouse should be set correctly. Yeah, it is. Alright. I changed it last night and I forgot to change it over here. So. I'm gonna raise it a little bit. Here we go, everybody. A little bit of a new sense. Should be better. Because honestly, my old sense, it really was too slow. But I liked it. And it let me be a little more accurate, a little more lazy. I feel this. Should probably play a character that has aiming. Alright. So, I'm just gonna mess with Dobby, I guess, for a second while we do some story time stuff, everybody. I don't even know where to start. Where should I start? I guess where I'll start is, things are changing at a rapid pace for me, everybody. At a pace that I didn't expect. Well, that's cool that you can float. This boost melee is really good in this form. I can use my beta for movement too. Oh. So it's always gonna do that explosion at the end. Very interesting. And the bots spawned over here. you know, from my point of view of things, all I really gotta say is, I don't know if I was really prepared to be in the position that I was in all of this, in everything that I'm doing. From, you know, My Hero Ultra Rumble to Marvel Rivals. You know, I've always had an issue my entire life when it came to like stage fright. I've had a very serious stage fright nerves issue. You know, I've had other issues, you know, a lot of issues. Um, you know, how I feel dictates how I play. So, you know, people really want to see me happy, and when I'm happy and really feeling myself, y'all see what happens. I can beat essentially anybody, right? And it's like, you know, when I'm sad or if I have any doubt, my play's all messed up. And you know, I really am a person that plays rawly off feel. I've always talked about that. Like, things have to be instinctual, and then, like, you know, yeah, I'm very strategic, this, that, and the third. And that's a big strength of my play style. But that all comes from being comfortable and just, like, being happy, if that makes any sense. Otherwise, my mental on how I approach things is really skewed. And, I guess the long story short of it is bad. It's bad. I have a very bad mental with some things, right? And going into this game, you know, I tried to be really entertaining, and I tried to like bring a new type of energy that you know I really wasn't used to doing, in a way. And I was doing what I wanted to be doing because I knew that y'all would like it, and I knew it was fun. But realistically, you know, I'm a content creator, and I'm also like a role model in a sense. So, you know, my actions can have reactions and consequences that like are unforeseen, you know, based on my actions. You know, actions cause reactions, everybody. So it's like it's weird. I don't think I was the best role model in this game, everybody. You know, I tried to, you know, be really funny and really good. Then I tried to, you know, help do community leading stuff while managing being a content creator, which that in itself is a whole nother topic of, you know, a can of worms that I didn't realize was going to happen because I'd never been in that position before. Every time I've ever leaded a community in my life, I was a nobody. I wasn't, you know, some big content creator or this, that, or the third. I was just an aspiring player that had a big heart for the game that made moves to make things happen. And with My Hero, it was a similar thing while also having this status of notoriety attached to myself, which really shifted how a lot of interactions with pretty much everybody I met was. And, you know, it was a good thing in a way. I mean, it was also a bad thing in a way. Because, you know what I mean? It's a give and take. And it's just like, from me looking back at all of it, you know, Quirked was like, you know, it started out as a really good idea, and in a way, it was a good thing, but I didn't execute it right. I feel like, you know, there was a lot of things that went wrong in the community, this, that, and the third. Yeah, I could sit and blame shift this, that, and the third, but I ultimately do think it was my fault. And I think I didn't manage it properly. And, I think if I was more strict in the beginning, it could have actually worked out. Or if I was more lax. The reality was I was being pulled between which direction I really wanted to go. The old me wanted to go more legit esports. You know, new me is realizing, you know, like, I'm playing an anime game with like a more playful crowd. I'll say that like that. We're a more playful crowd than like you know, more of the mainline stream games. You know, all those games, everybody's trying to be somebody in this, that, and the third. You know, everybody over here, we all know each other. We all seen being somebody in this game and all that. So it's a different type of vibe when it comes to like a small game, where in like a community where we all kind of feel like neighbors in a sense. Everybody knows each other. And you know, with that, you know, you gotta respect the boundaries of, you know. You start a problem with one of your neighbors, you know, that neighbor's living next to you for and say they don't move for the rest of your life type of thing. I'm giving y'all an analogy, but you know what I mean? That's never a good time, right? Meanwhile, you know, there's those neighbor block parties and the good stuff, the community stuff that we all love, you know, and then that's what really brings us all together. You know, when I put Quirk together, you know, I kind of saw that, you know, there was a split in the community, this, that, right? And we all kind of seen it. It clearly happened. I was 100% right about that. But, and I'm friends with both sides in a sense, right? Like, so from my point of view, it really sucks. Because it was multiple point of views. It wasn't just two splits. There was multiple splits in the community. There's two main ones, and then there were some side splits going on, right? And here I am in the middle of all the chaos, trying to, like, not play favorites, trying to be really fair about things. And it seemed like impossible, right? It really was impossible. And just all that goes through my mind is like, you know, I cracked under the pressure. It goes back to that stage fright thing I was talking about before, everybody. Where it felt like, you know, everybody was looking to me, you know, for an answer. And it felt like, you know, people were treating me like I'm perfect. In a sense. Like, people were, like, you know, kind of over, what's the word? Oversight? I don't know what the word is. You know, I'm not perfect. That's all I'm really trying to say, right? I'm not perfect. I didn't really want people to think of me like that. You know? I make mistakes too. And I feel like under the pressure of all that, so many things going through my mind, you know, I made mistakes. I handled the situation improperly because I let my emotions get the best of me. Even though I still believe deleting it was still the correct thing. I'm talking about handling the situation prior to me doing that. Prior to me doing that. How I handled it prior to that moment was poor. That moment, and it happened. It was curtains, everybody. It was curtains. There was, like, no real recovery there. You know, I built the Discord and it got things going. Things got bad. I left because I just couldn't handle it, and it seemed like nothing was happening, right? And when I left, I saw things were going down the drain really fast. Like, all the hope was just gone, and I felt really bad about it. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I feel bad about Fedge is I know, like, people lost some, like, records and, clips in history, which is, it feels bad, and that's the true oversight there. And maybe I should have just left for a second time. It's just the reality is, you know, I couldn't have my name attached to that. I made that Discord, you know what I mean? And I just could not have my name attached to that. So much was going wrong. You know, I don't even have Quirk listed on, like, my esports accomplishments and, like, communities that I built. I don't even have it listed there because I think it was a really big failure. And, it makes me look bad because I messed up. I messed up how I handled it prior to it getting to that point. It would have never got to that point. And then I just got rid of it because it ended a lot of the BS right then and there. And as sad as it is, it ended a lot, you know, some people cut ties completely. It wasn't just me, like, people cut ties completely with each other. The two Discords were born, and, you know, there were separate factions also, you know, the Spanish community got like, you know, got their things together. I really am happy to see the Spanish community really pull things together in their aspect. You know, NA kind of went a little to shambles, but at the same time, you know, Quirk brought people together, like you were saying, and that was literally the main objective of it, you know? I really was. It's just, I wish I never made it. Otherwise, it probably would still exist, and, I'd still be in shadows. But I made it, and I realized I made a mistake, because it was causing me to be pulled a million different directions. You know, everybody else was all good, it's just from my point of view, it really wasn't good. And now I'm still kind of in the aftermath of that, where, you know, I'm friends with people from all sides, and, you know, I'm just trying to keep the peace type of thing, you know? And I really do like some of y'all, and I miss some of y'all a lot. I feel like that whole situation, I lost a lot of people. And it really sucks because it's like I did all that good for one bad thing and I lost so many people because of it. And, you know, it really sucks because it feels like that whole time leading into it, you know, what I was doing wasn't really appreciated except by the people that truly had the heart in the scene and not the people that were kind of like shrouded by like the darkness of all the bad things happening in the scene, you know? I was trying, the whole point of that thing was to make it so, you know, we have a spot where we can congregate and have a positive, you know, outlet for the game, but I realized that's not possible. Thank you so much, Ninja. Yeah. Back to what I was trying to say, everybody. At the end of the day, this is a PvP game with a playful community, and I had an old meta mentality on what a community really is in the current day. And I had the wrong idea about what I wanted to do with Quirk. Even though what I wanted to do with Quirk was a good idea, ultimately it shouldn't have been me running it. It should have been way more strict if it was gonna be like that. And I should have done more to, you know, create, you know, different outlets than just that. It shouldn't have just been a focus on just making a centralized hub. There should have just been a focus on the communities kind of like congregating, like the Spanish community having their own, like, you know, hub. That should have been, I should have been working on that when I made Quirk. You know what I mean? I should have helped them with that then instead of, they figured it out a while on their own, but like, you know what I'm saying? Asia has their own thing going. You know, it's supposed to be a central spot where we can all like, and that was the main thing is like, I had a lot going on internally in my life at the time, right? So now this goes into me stuff. I've been very unhealthy. Very unhealthy. I had to go see a bunch of doctors. You know, my medicine, I found out I was lactose like last year or whatever. I had to get my medicine changed like two times in the past couple months because I couldn't take my medicine anymore. So most of y'all know I'm trans. I take hormone replacement therapy, basically estrogen, female hormone. And I did not have them while Quirk was going on. I wasn't in a really good state of mind to be doing everything I was doing. But at the same time, I was doing everything I was doing as a distraction from the fact that I need to, you know, I'm waiting to get all my meds fixed and I'm waiting for this date and that date. And I just have to power through it. And it was really hard because I literally had a chemical imbalance going on with my brain. And I had to power through that just to get prescribed some new stuff that ended up not really working. Because there's three methods of how to take it. There's pills, which, you know, it's just a pill. You just take it, right? But the thing is, the pill had lactose in it or whatever, so I couldn't take the pills anymore. So then I switched to these patches, which are, think of like nicotine patches or whatever type of medical patch. It was like one of those, but estrogen, except it wasn't really working at all. So, you know, I got my blood work done. I went and saw a couple doctors and stuff. Wasn't working. So then, now I had to get switched again to some, like, even fancier kind. You know what I mean? It's just a lot to go through right now. So I had to switch it to, like, you know, like an injectable kind, which I don't like needles, everybody. I hate needles. I hate going to the doctors and having to get my shots or having to get blood drawn. So now I had to, like, yeah, do medical stuff, everybody. It's a lot going on. And, you know, that just changed last week with me. Like, literally just started up that last week. You know, I'm honestly going to see a therapist because of everything that's happened. Because it's not just how I messed up with Quirk, but a lot of other things were getting messed up. And, even to right now, it's like I can't even handle what I'm doing. You know, I had to do everything with my hero. I screwed it all up. Then Marvel Rivals came around. I wasn't even ready for it. And it went amazing, right? And it's gonna go amazing, but the reality is I'm still not ready for it at all. I'm still not ready for it. I'm not sure what direction I want to go. You know, I've been talking to some old friends. I've been talking to some old spell breaks. You know, we're gonna play some spell break later. For all of y'all that have seen me, I've talked about spell break since you've met me. I'm gonna be showing the game off a little bit later, everybody. I'm gonna have a friend who's working on the new community version, help show me the new version of the game too. So it'll be kind of cool because there's a lot of new stuff, and there's a lot of old stuff. Yeah, everybody. So that's like the whole thing with this stream right now. I'm giving y'all a story about where I'm from versus where I'm going, everybody. I'm giving y'all an update on everything going on with me because I've been a mess for the last couple months. I completely screwed up multiple times, it feels like. And I've been shambles multiple times. If y'all saw what happened with Multiverses, I'm sorry about that. And then that one bad stream. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I don't want you to find out. I had an anxiety attack, PTSD breakdown, thinking about Smash Brothers in my old life. I can't ever play a game like that again. It literally makes me think about my old life. I'm going to see my therapist about that. I have a lot of stuff going on internally, honestly. There's a lot of stuff going on. Overwatch was another bad time for me. I literally, I had to go visit basically the two games that were the worst times for me ever. Besides League of Legends was also really bad. We did supervise and went all right, but I don't know, man. It's been a really, really tough time for me. I've been playing Overwatch. That was one of the most miserable experiences of my life. I'm joking, but just getting into it and this late, I also truly believe I have some type of I don't know if it's a learning deficiency or something, but it's I tell y'all first person shooters I can't position, and third I really it's even worse than I thought. That's all I have to say about that. I have so much anxiety when I'm playing a first person shooter that I feel like I can't aim naturally. I don't have that instinctive TAS aim. I'm all over the place. Meanwhile these games I feel like I don't even have to think, and I'm dead set tracking them. I don't know, it's just kind of interesting. My muscle memory is weird. So that's a whole nother topic. I've been really battling my demons lately. It feels like. I had to go through freaking all that. I had to go through freaking Smash. I feel bad for Multiverses. Y'all saw what happened with that. They're doing alright, I guess. But, you know what I mean? Just a lot going on. And yeah, the variety stuff was decent, but at the end of the day, everybody, here, let me switch off this character so I can, kind of freestyle around for a bit. Let's go Toga. I heard that she got changed, right? Alright, everybody. So what's up with her beta? Did it get nerfed? I heard her beta got nerfed. Anyways, so back to story time. Trying to remember where I just left off. What'd they nerf about her? Oh, I messed it up. Beta damage? She's still OD? Oh, okay, cool. I wasn't a beta spammer anyway. Sorry, guys. I mean, I used it, but let's be real. Y'all know what's going on with my Toga. Oh, I messed it up. Her Gamma does 6 less damage? Her Gamma still hits hard. And Toga's probably still gonna be good. Toga will always be good until they nerf her cooldown cycling with Gamma. She's always gonna be good if she can do this. If she can do this, she's always gonna be good. Anyways, Shadow Quirkset leak? What happened with that? See, that's the other thing. I'll talk about all that in a second, but Marvel Rivals, I don't know what I'm doing with my content, everybody. In My Hero, we would kind of talk about some leaks and stuff here and there. We didn't really cover leaks hardcore as a main focus, but we definitely talked about it pretty often in Theorycraft and stuff. Marvel Rivals, I can't talk about leaks because I'm part of the program. I can't talk about leaks. Cause like, dang, like, what do I talk about? I don't know. I don't know what to talk about there. Anyways, back on topic. Denki, Toga, Todoroki. Oh, they're all getting skill sets. That's cool. So, the game's evolving. Hopefully, they're nice and simple skill sets that don't glitch out and break the game. I don't know how to play out Choco still, everybody. Probably one of my worst characters. She still has the retain property thing. You just can't see it anymore. There's no visualization. You used to be able to see it. That's interesting. We're gonna play some customs in a little while here, but I'm kind of in training mode, just kind of getting the feel for the game again, if you want me to be honest. You know, probably play Toga, maybe play some Shigaraki and All Might or something. How's All Might and them doing? Didn't All Might get nerfed? What's up with All Might? No, he still seems like it's hard. That's 150 something. All Might got nerfed. The console got him nerfed, right? Less health? Oh, he does have 300. Jeez. Less health, everybody. He's starting to cough up more blood. He's starting to cough up more blood. Can't stay in his form as long. That's what they're doing to him, yeah. They're making it lore accurate, yeah. So next thing you know, they're just gonna add a part of him where he just demechs and goes into skinny form. That's gonna be the big nerf. I'm joking. Well, nah. That'd be freaking messed up, yeah. Ibarra got some nice buffs, does insane damage now. And don't tell me that. That sounds really rough to deal with. That's the one thing about this game, like, the balance has always been funky, yo. That's probably the main reason why people, you know, are grumpy. Ibarra. She's a tank. They want her to be a super tank, I guess. The way they're designing the game's interesting. That's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna really criticize it, everybody. Because I'm done criticizing it. I'll just let y'all know, like, I don't know if that's... The main thing is they make what makes the character strong stronger instead of making their weaknesses, like, you know, less weak. That's what I noticed about their balance changes when it comes to, like, buffing characters. Shoto has 2 walls now. Yeah, like, does he really need 2 walls? He needs to be able to take high ground. You know what I mean? He needs to be able to take high ground. He needs to be able to freaking ice skate up the wall. Nope, give him 2 walls so he can protect himself more on the low ground. And buff that really, you know, gimmicky indoor stuff that he has. Yeah. I'm joking, but you see what I mean? I'm just a realist when it comes to that. It's just like, the balance changing, you know, it's kind of not the direction, and, you know. Hopefully they get it right by season 20, everybody. Wait, do I have 1 beta? No. But I used it already. I had 2 betas still, right? Oh yeah, I do. I must have used it and noticed. Alright, so more story time stuff for y'all. You know, somebody told me recently that, like, what makes my content entertaining is my, a couple things, eh? You know, being fun. My knack to now, like, analyze and kind of, like, explore stuff, right? I forgot what the other thing was. Dang, that's terrible. He gave me like some crazy life advice, and it's just like that is what makes me me. And I feel like that's what made like my content kind of get a little stale towards the later part of My Heroes. Like we kind of found out everything, you know. There really isn't too much more to find out in a sense, outside of getting those new characters and showcasing them. And what do you know? They have a gacha system where I can't do that. So, and that was, I feel like, where the real heavy hit to the content was for me in this game. And like, a hit in my motivation in a sense, in terms of like content creator aspects. You know. Super Vibe was really fun. I think it's still going on too, right? Well, maybe mess with that this weekend, because I still have some keys to give away for that game. A little off topic. What development team worked on My Hero Ultra Rumble? So it's a smaller dev team by King, and it was published by Bandai Namco and stuff. Not gonna lie, the developer not really a great track record. In terms of like, they never made a game like this, and they're more of an anime focus, which is why things are honestly kind of broken. The reason why the balance is broken in this game is because developers don't have the right background to balance it properly. They're balancing it from an anime point of view instead of from a hero shooter point of view. So, that's the true problem with this game, probably, in terms of the balance with the development team, is they're balancing it how an anime team would, instead of how a hero shooter would be balanced. Hero shooter BR. They slowly seem to be getting better. That's why I'm saying, Twin, and I make the joke all the time. Season 20, this game's gonna be lit. This game's gonna be lit, Season 20. I'm gonna have freaking Lady Nagant. I couldn't even remember her name. It's terrible. I'm gonna have Lady Nagant in the game. My real main, everybody. She'll be my real main. But that's Season 20, everybody. It's Season 20. In 20, yeah. Season 14 is when they start to add the characters. You think so, based on predictions and leaks, right? Season 14? Probably. That's what I'm saying, like, Season 20, yo, Lady Nagant, yo, because there's a couple characters ahead of her. Data mines, yeah, those leaks. Yo, those leaks are good. Yeah, y'all going crazy on the data mines. Alright, so let's talk more story time stuff. What else can I talk about? Is there any cool techniques that like came out since like I played Twinin? Like anything cool that I should know about? Any like roll boost tech or something? I gotta bind. I just realized that I don't have my mouse set right. Oh yeah, my mouse here. Look at this, everybody. My mouse, the middle mouse wheel broke, cause of Fortnite, ironically. So I unbound it from My Hero, but I found a little cheat code. I bind it to these little side buttons, and I use my middle mouse click like that. I bind it to the side buttons. And it works. Isn't that funny, yeah? A little cheat code for my mouse. And now I can roll. Let me see. Hold on. Infinite twice beta bug? Wait, why can't I roll? Isn't this supposed to be my rule? Hold up. Oh. Okay, ready. Hold up. I'm throwing, everybody. I'm throwing. Yeah, if you ever wonder why I have random keybinds set the random stuff, yo, I'd just be setting random stuff. There we go. Yeah, I can roll again. Yeah, I can roll again. Yeah, there we go. I couldn't roll. Yeah, I couldn't roll. Oh, I trying to remember where my roll button was. I got these buttons to roll too. Yeah, there we go. Now I can roll again. Jeez, I couldn't roll that whole time. See, that's why I'm in training mode. Yeah, I'd be like walking around derping. Maybe I can in training mode. I want to get good at whenever I use a. Oh, never mind. All right, so you didn't realize there's 2 buttons there? Yeah. That's the tech. It's your scroll side click buttons. I usually unbind them, but I bet. There we go. Let's look at some other characters. Did Endeavor get changed at all? What happened to Endeavor? I still got that nice little tight beam. There we go. Can't tell where the heck they are. All the bots over there. Alright, some more story time for y'all. For all 3 betas on a wall in alpha. Found Endeavor Tech. I'm a little confused what you mean. So it hits an enemy? Oh, okay, hold on. 3 enemies. Oops. Endeavor, why? He's one of the worst air melees in the game, I swear. Alright, anyways. At least in terms of hitbox. Let's see. You want me to do... Oh my gosh, I just prominence burned. Alright, he's really hurt. Hold up. Let me down him real quick. And then make him go to full health. And let me try to sing it. You're saying? People use them often now. What, the controller? Let me guess, it's just gonna stagger them like crazy. So people playing Controller Endeavor now? Controller Conduit? Controller Conduit exists in frickin' My Hero. Jeez, it's over for us all. Y'all thought that cheaters were bad. Alright, so where's this Bakugo? Did he, like, vanish? Yeah, I don't know where the bots went, I'm gonna be real. Oh, I'm gonna quit training and make them spawn in the middle, because I'm not gonna lie, yo. Them being on top of the dome is just really, really, like, inconvenient. Alright, everybody. Back to story time as I continue to look at new changes and stuff in training mode. Things haven't been good, everybody. I'm gonna be real. You know, streaming-wise, you know, things have been good in many aspects. But with, like, me personally, I don't think things have been good at all. And it all comes down to, I don't even know what the heck I'm doing anymore, honestly. I don't even know what kind of content I want to do for y'all. I don't even know what I resonate with. You know, someone said something really important to me, saying, like, you know, people really want to watch someone that's relatable. And the reality is, everybody, I really don't relate with people. That's what kind of has been my problem my entire life. Is I've always been like the person like that kind of just like knows everybody, but doesn't like actually have a a group, your group of friends, family in a sense, or anything like that. You know, I've always kind of just been like that really like that notable outcast. It's always kind of been my rule my whole life. You know, I have some friends here and there and stuff, and we have some connection in some aspects. But at the end of the day, I'm very different than like everybody. And it's kind of what's always made me me. In a way, it's what's given me some of my strongest strengths and also my strongest weaknesses, you know? And some people can't comprehend that. Like, I was talking to one of my friends, they were giving me a lot of good advice and stuff, but then they said something that made me realize this person has no idea who I am and no idea who they're talking to, type of thing. And that's when, like, that's when I realized, like, is it their fault that they don't know who I am, or is it mine? Is it my fault? Yo, wait, you can do that? What? You can do that with Endeavor's beam? Y'all saw that? It can hit 2 targets at once if you hit with the outside part. I didn't know it could do that. Oh, wow, I'm gonna mess people up with that. Alright, anyways. What the heck? Infinite Pierce? Oh wait, it's beta. Oh my gosh, I could see, everybody. I could see what I'm shooting at. I could see what I'm shooting at. It's beautiful. So, like, what's the meta right now? I heard, Deku finally nerfed. Just said Red Deku's broken because of oversight. I'm joking, but is that true, everybody? It's only a matter of time before you nerf all the Bean characters to a point to where one of the Bean characters isn't being noticed. Becomes really strong because they keep buffing it. That's how it would be with that one, everybody. That's interesting, you can do that. Let's say you throw in Endeavor's beta, 3 ways back, it will go through a wall and hit someone for 120. Being an outcast is relatable? You think so? That's the thing. I don't want to make a community full of outcasts. I want us all feel like together. I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know what that is. I thought I was doing that with Quirk, and I realized, like, holy crap, I'm bringing a lot of different people together, and some of this is not mixing. So how do I make that mix? Like, my whole life has always been, like, bringing... that's always kind of been my roles. I bring people together from different walks of life. Like in Smash Brothers, that's literally something I was like really proud of when I would like advertise it or just tell people about the tournaments like that. It really was a spot for anybody from any walk of life to come into and be part of something and, be accepted. And the worst part is, you wanna know what happens in those communities? People just are prejudiced against what character you play, and it still happens. You see why my mentality is all screwed up now? My mentality's screwed up. Like, everything I ever thought I believed in is a lie, I feel like. And it's just like... But some of it is true, but only to an extent. And it's just, like, crazy to think about. I'm joking, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, in the Smash Brothers scene or whatever, people get hate for what character they play. To a point to where people won't associate with the person just because they play that character. And I know y'all seen that in possibly even this game and other games. It's like a thing, yeah. Gaming's supposed to be a spot where like people can really come together. And in a way, it somehow still creates these boundaries where people want to have a separation. And with that in mind, it's just hard for me to think about how I want to bring people together when there's these factors that feel like unnegotiable or unnavigatable. They're kids. I wish they were little monsters. I wish they were, yo. That's the worst part. Some of these people are like adults, you know? But you are right, there's a maturity level with it. And it really does come down to just a perspective. And most of the times, because these people are one tricks and it's a bad matchup for them. Isn't that the worst part? That's actually the worst part of all of it. It's like most of the time, they're one tricks that it's a bad matchup for them. Or a matchup they have to play differently or something. So they don't sort of automatically have beef with it type of thing, you know what I mean? And that's just kind of like the reality of it, is that stuff kind of just exists in gaming. But people take it out on the player rather than the character thing, which I kind of don't like. Because, you know, I've always been a big preacher, fight the character, not the player. Because if you think like that, you can beat anybody. That's why, you know, I've been able to beat all the top people in this game at least once or more. Honestly, probably more. But, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You don't think in-game it happens? In-game? In this game, probably not so much. You don't see it too much in this game, Twin, and I will agree. Because a lot of people don't really use voice chat like that, and if they do, they're kind of just happy you're in the voice chat and have a teammate to work around, because this game is just so team-oriented that, you know, that's a little bit different of a barrier. But at the same time, they'll have an issue, like, for example, a Froppy player probably thinks that Endeavor's the most broken character in the game. And that's purely because Endeavor completely annihilates Froppy's existence. It very likely is her worst matchup. You know what I mean? And it's just like stuff like that exists across the whole spectrum. And it just creates all these different ideas on like what characters are like. New Froppy combo? What's the new Froppy combo? Let's go check it out. Froppy? I love Froppy. See, and that's the crazy part. I didn't play Froppy, and that dynamic's kind of why I didn't main Froppy. Because I know if I main Froppy, a lot of people wouldn't like me. But at the same time, you know, I think that's all in my head type of thing. I do love Froppy. It's literally my favorite character in anime. Everybody's so cute. Look at her! Oh my gosh. Yeah, I forget. Yeah, I do miss that. She's your second favorite. I love Froppy. She's a little frippin' fropper, everybody. Yeah. I really do love this game, everybody. You know, I wasn't like, you know. I didn't have, you know, the greatest storyline in this game, everybody, but, you know, we had a really good time with it. We did a lot, and at the end of the day, you know, my impact still mattered. There was a couple mistakes with a couple things I did wrong. But it was all for the greater good. I still truly believe, like, you know what I mean? We tried. I was wrong about things. Yeah. And I shouldn't have been the one to intervene, even though I was the only one that really could. And I still be thinking about that. But yeah, like... You know... My whole life. What stops you from loving this game? I'm not in love with it. I'm not in love with it in a sense of, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be in love with the game ever again, if you want me to be honest, you know? And that happened because of Spellbreak, you know? And I'm going into this game, you know? I knew I would love playing it, and I would enjoy, you know, what we were gonna be able to do. There was just a lot of things that made it a little too difficult as a streamer to really do. It made it too difficult. And, you know, you saw that with all the streamers, and eventually everybody phased out and left. You know, I'm in training mode right now, just vibing with y'all, because if I'm in a real game, it's very hyper tense, and it just feels like it's actually a very difficult game to stream, honestly, everybody. I commend all the people that stream this game, because this game is not easy to stream. This is possibly the most difficult battle royale in the world to ever stream. This game has a lot of things that enable the non-streamers to kind of have an edge. And, you know, number one thing being the ability to see everybody in the lobby by hitting the escape key. No other battle royale has that. And anyone that does has streamer mode. But I don't even think any other BR has that. Because the whole point of a battle royale is to be dropping in on a map with a bunch of other players that you don't know who they are and try to come out on top in, like, you know, an unknown, you know, battle situation. You know, you're in a battle royale, you don't know what the heck's about to happen, and they're all coming for you. But in My Hero to Rumble, when you load into the lobby, you can literally see everybody in the lobby. You pull up the thing, you could see this, you can look at their stats, you can literally scout who the best player in the lobby is, and then W key that person. That is a really, really polarizing dynamic, especially for a streamer. Because if you're a streamer, you're just screwed. You're just screwed. And that's the reality of, like, you know, all the streamers in this game went through. You know, between the cheaters, you know, snipers, or just getting lobby focus. It doesn't even have to be streamer snipers. It could just be lobby focus. I call it lobby focus. And a lobby focus happens, and you don't even have to be a streamer to do this, but when you are a streamer, it makes you a much bigger lobby focus. Because you're just more known. And when you're more known, the lobby knows to attack you. So it's like a magnifying glass when you're a streamer and already getting lobby focus because you're high, you know, high elo or whatever the heck you are, you know? And that's what all the players, that's not just me, all of us went through it, you know? We all went through it. And we just, you know, we just went into the next game. You know, there's not much you can do about it, in a sense. So that goes back to the main thing, you know, what keeps me from playing, you know? Monsters, you saw, I was there, you know, even throughout the roller coaster of all my health issues and this, that, still trying to make it happen with this game. You know, I took a couple breaks and I came back, you know? It was really difficult because of all those reasons and everything else, right? But what really happened was, you know, I came into this game, you know, trying to grow my channel and trying to be a content creator. I don't really have you know, really anything going on with me IRL. Like, this is pretty much it. I put my all in on it, and as things started to go down, you know, I had to look into priorities, you know? I can continue to, you know, play this game every single day and try to, you know, be there for the community and make something happen. And just kind of, I'm the type of person that needs to change a pace every once in a while, especially when, you know, pace is unfortunately in a more negative spectrum. Like, there's a lot of positive things about this game, and there's a lot of stuff that makes it fun. And I think if you play this game in spurts, you can always experience that, which is why you saw I haven't played this game since May 25th, and before that was a couple weeks, everybody. And that's because, you know, sometimes coming back to something when it's fresh, you know, there's been like 3 patches since I played this game, so it's like, it feels fresh, you know, I can kind of play it. You know, I don't have to worry about the BS, and, you know, we're kind of in a new future type of thing. While kind of visiting what really is my past, you know, Marvel Rivals happened, and everybody saw what happened with that. I had 100 to a couple, like 200, whatever, people watching me. We gained like 3,000 followers in 1 week. My YouTube hit over 1,000 something subscribers. You know, I'm at 1.1K on YouTube now. All of my stuff went through a roof. In a matter of 4 days, I gained more in Marvel Rivals than I ever did after a whole month of release of My Hero Ultra Rumble, of being one of the top streamers in this game. I was one of the top streamers in this game. And in the equivalent to a month and a half of stream time, I accomplished that in 4 days, 3 to 4 days in Marvel Rivals. There's just no comparison, you know? I have to move forward with what is, you know, my future gonna be doing Marvel Rivals, and that's not even just it. That's not the end game, you know, as pun intended. Like, Marvel's just the next stepping stone on what is supposed to be my rise, you know, what I'm supposed to be doing as a content creator and a VTuber. And that's why I've been talking to you all about this whole community aspect. It's like, I need to really step my game up as, you know, a community person, as a creator. I need to, you know, let go of the past in a sense, which is kind of why I'm doing the stream. We're trying to let go of the past, everybody. You know, I love My Hero, I love Spellbreak, and it's always going to be part of me, and I'm always going to talk about it. And we're still going to play it. But in a sense, I have to let go of, like, certain things that kind of defined how I was as a creator in those games. Some of those things just have to change as I move into Marvel Rivals. So, like, it's all lessons learned so I can be, you know, be better. Yeah, Steel Seasons, we know. That's why, you know, the people who are still playing the game, they all have a lot of passion. They want to see it, you know, survive. I truly believe this game will stay active for a 1 year to 2 year before it falls into the, you know, but like by the end of this year, you know, I don't want to talk about all that with y'all. Ride the wave, everybody. I'm not gonna sit here and doom and gloom on the future of this game. Just know that this game isn't the end. If anything, this game is the beginning of that anime shooter genre that I was talking about when we first all visited this game. I truly believe that they used this game as a test for the genre, so they could swap off arena fighters. I really hope they're smart about it, and they just make a full, you know, Shonen Jump, you know, My Hero Ultra Rumble. Make a game like this, but all the Jump characters, you know, Naruto, Dragon Ball, freaking One Piece, right? You know, all of them. Get everybody in there. Get that Demon Slayer. Get everybody. That game would do well. And that game would be like, and even if that game had bad management and had all the bad things that happened that this game had, it would have a naturally higher player base just due to the IP acquisitions. Because this game only has dedicated My Hero fans and a couple, you know, some anime fans in general. But it's definitely more so alongside the, you know, the anime fan base of My Hero fan base. I mean, and they got to get more of an audience. A lot of people, you know, don't really know My Hero Academia like that. I can tell you right now, normies know what One Piece is, normies know what Dragon Ball is, and normies know what Naruto is, and they know what Demon Slayer is to a extent. Some of them know. But you can know what I'm saying. If they put a game with those three in, it's over. That, you know what I mean? Once they run out of characters, is that too? This universe, you know, eventually will run out of characters. But it's not even that. It's just more so just trends and things, you know, being up and down. My Hero Academia on its last season right now. I haven't even watched it because I think it would give me feels. I think it would give me a lot of serious feels if I watched it. My Hero is a pretty well-known anime. It is. It's top 10 to top 5, human, but it's not the top 3. It is not the top 3. And those top 3 are known by people that don't even know how to spell anime. You know what I mean? And that's just the reality of it, you know, like, there's monopolies. There's monopolies, you know? Like Dragon Ball. There's One Piece. There's Naruto. You go to a random normie that kind of barely knows anything about it, they've heard of those, you know? They don't know My Hero, or if they do, they think it's a kid show. You know, most of the time, like Snappy said, it's known for the wrong reasons. Like, they don't even know what's going on in season 7. You know what I mean? They don't know what's going on in the later seasons. You can't watch it because it makes you want to play this game? That's very interesting, Twin. Here, I think I'm just loading up training mode and just watching it. Probably be pretty fun for you. Might even learn a thing or two. They have good games, but they don't have great ones, you know what I mean? Human, they haven't had a game that, like, really made an impact, you know? They just had games that kind of did their thing. So back to story time, everybody. So this all goes back to the grand scheme of things with me as a creator, right? You know, I can stream things if there's stuff going on and there's, you know, some interest. If there's something that can resonate with all of us, like, you know, we like My Hero Academia. You know, we did build a big portion of this channel on this game. I do love this game. I might not be in love with it anymore. It might have, like, kind of broke my heart in a sense, but, like, I still love this game. You know, I'm just a realist with, like, you know, its prime time ended a while ago, honestly, everybody, in terms of, like, popularity. But in exchange, the game might get its best gameplay ever as, you know, they continue to patch it, even though the community kind of goes, you know, a little bit smaller. The gameplay might increase. So for those that still enjoy this game, the game will get better in that sense. So, you know, there's ways to look at it, everybody. You know, a lot of games, they come and go. It's really hard to beat the monopolies. As y'all seen, a lot of really, really awesome games have came out within the last month or so to challenge the market. And a lot of them were pretty good and still swung and missed. Still swung and missed. It's crazy to think about, but it is the reality of just where we are at gaming right now. Like, look at XDefiant, you know? They had a really crazy strong swing, and now, like, you know, not as many people playing it. They're all back on Called It. And it's really hard to beat those monopolies, everybody. It's really hard. You know? It has to have continued support and continued hype. Otherwise, it really just comes down to the people that really love the game and just want to stick with it. Not due to trends or anything like that, but more organic, which is a good thing. I think that's a good thing, which is why with me, like, you know, I be playing stuff that's trendy, but I also be playing stuff that I know I want to try, that I think I would like, or at least I want to have an understanding of why I wouldn't like it. Like XDefiant, I already knew I wouldn't like it, but I played it anyways, because I wanted to see what a new, like, Call of Duty style type of game felt like. It was alright. First Ascendant, that's actually a good game. I'm gonna be real, yo. That game might actually do, like, really decent. We'll see how it keeps going. We'll might even play it later. I always wanted to play, like, a Destiny-style game. I just hate, you know, I'm not a big first-person shooter person, so I couldn't get into Destiny. Also, it didn't run on my computer really well. And First Ascendant doesn't run on my computer really well, which is another thing. But anyways, didn't we go on Froppy to learn some, like, new combo? I didn't even learn it. This game's prime was so big at the start. Yeah, in the start, this game was really popping off. Beta, alpha, beta. On guard. Are you talking about air beta? Oh, we'll figure it out, everybody. Aim alpha up. Right. Didn't last long because it's repetitive, and that's what has me worried, is a lot of games are kind of like that right now. A lot of games are like that, you know? Even the really popular games are repetitive, so it's like, I don't know if, like, repetitive is actually the reason why these games are falling off. Valorant's repetitive. You know what I mean? I'm joking, but I'm serious on that. Like, you know, they got a couple maps and a couple characters. At the end of the day, it's kind of repetitive. Overwatch is kind of repetitive. It's still popular to a sense. You know? Card games are repetitive. You wasn't there for the prime of this game? I know, Coffee, right? You came in right after. So it's like, I feel like it really is a people thing though. Like people think it's repetitive. And that's just because I think people are kind of spoiled with the fact that a lot of these AAA games and all these new games in general just keep coming out that kind of spice things up. And then I feel like the games that really stay in it, or the games that can really pump out something new very frequently, enough to pull people back that feel the game's repetitive to try it again. And like that's like the ebb and flow of all these games. And that's why people complain about updates and this, that, because people will dip out, go play a different game, and then come back when an update happens and check out the update. You know, it's just kind of an ebb and flow thing. And that can happen because of lots of dynamics. Like with me, everything going on with My Hero to Rumble, you know, some of it was getting repetitive for me too. More so, it's just like community BS. But just like in general, like, you know, the game itself is, it's only 2 maps. Depending on how many characters you play, it can get repetitive in a sense, but that's why I played Toga, to always keep things fresh, honestly. So I was always switching characters every round. Yeah, esports saves the repetitive games, Smasha. You are 100% right. I think all the games that are really repetitive, that are successful, all have good esport leagues that give value to that repetitive gameplay. So people really feel a need to, play it and grind it and refine their skills, like, in that environment. Which is why, another reason why some games like this game not doing as hot. We don't have an esports scene. We have community ran stuff that really, takes a lot of work to put together, The Spanish scene's doing a really good job with their side of things. It'd be cool to see NA do stuff again with it. More. Maybe one day I do something again, but we'll see, everybody. I would need to have money or something, and people would actually need to care. I wouldn't want to be the host to it, though. I would just want to be the person, like. That's what I'm saying. This is too much. As content creators can run tournaments and stuff for everybody. Just requires, like... requires teamwork, that's for sure. So can I air Alpha Beta? Is that what's going on? Yeah, and unfortunately, Coffee, that's just kind of the reality with this game. And you can kind of see that with developers in general. Like, off the rip nowadays, some of the developers, like, you'll see... Thank you so much, Saryu.
I understand.
Trying to learn this new freaking combo, but I'm close to it. Like, the main reason, I'm Marvel Rivals content creator, right? And I'm definitely be up in there with it, right? But, like, truth be told, like, I'm not being, like, sponsored or anything to say this. Like, I think Marvel Rivals is gonna actually do it, everybody. At first, I was really doubtful if it was gonna be able to, like, break the mold in the market. But, truth be told, it's gonna, What keeps a game going, like you said, with the repetitive, is having a good esports and this, that. You already saw the devs put $22,000 down on an alpha tournament. They enabled in-game tournaments and leaderboards and this, that. That game is going to be esports stuff. While at the same time, it's going to cater to that casual audience that all plays Marvel, Marvel games, watches Marvel comics, this, that. And who knows, maybe we'll even get, like, story missions and stuff. The stuff that Overwatch missed the mark on. You know, I honestly think this game's gonna hit a lot of things that, you know, Overwatch, if you listen to Overwatch streamers, they'll say it themselves. I came from Overwatch, not Overwatch 2. That's what one of the streamers said when they were playing Marvel Rivals. You know, some of the biggest streamers in Overwatch are looking to switch off of Overwatch for Marvel Rivals because of, you know, how mismanaged the game has been, and they want something new. And I think, you know, kind of like how Valorant kind of filled that void with Counter-Strike, being like that new age, new version of something that was already good. That's what Marvel Rivals is about to do to Overwatch's genre, honestly. And you've seen the marketing with the devs. They put it on the official Marvel freaking YouTube. The trailer got 3 million views, like, and the developers, quote unquote, have barely done anything with marketing yet. And they said they haven't even executed their marketing plan. What do you mean you haven't executed your marketing plan? The Discord has 250,000 members. It has more members in the Discord than most games on launch. After close alpha. Its beta is about to have like 1 million players. The game's gonna be gigantic, everybody. Like, and it's just crazy to think about it. Because, you know, I'd be talking about it, and it's like, we're gonna be really involved with it, but at the end of the day, I really want people to understand that, like, my content isn't just Marvel Rivals, or My Hero, or Spellbreak. It's just, like, my love for third-person shooters and how I really like analyzing and uncovering, you know, how to play them, and just try to find a new way to play them in a sense, innovate, and just kind of express myself. Like, that's just like the way I play. Y'all have seen the way I play is different than other people. It's optimal in some senses, but I also have adapted some like streamer like kind of quirks with my play style to kind of have like this, you know, this fade-esque, I'm doing cool stuff with my movement thing. And it's like, I'm joking, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. It's just like, things are changing a lot with me, you know. Ultra Rumble for me kind of came to an abrupt end in a way, but we're not completely done, but we kind of are, everybody, you know. I'm done, you know, full-time, committed to it, streaming it all the time, making YouTube videos like every other day or whatever, you know. Unfortunately, you know, the good times come to pass on that, but, you know, this game will still, I'll still talk about this game to people. It's where I'm from. It's one of the games that I'm from. It's not my main game that I'm from, Spellbreak, which we'll be talking a lot about later, and I really hope some of y'all stick around, because I think a lot of people here will get some insight about me that kind of, maybe it'll make things make more sense once you see me in Spellbreak compared to, like, how I am over here. Because how I am over here, I'm vibing over here. Over there, I'm an encyclopedia. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. Even though the game's actually completely different now, there's a lot of new stuff. Kind of like this game, they patched it with the community version, so I'm actually kind of interested to see the new stuff that got added. But anyways, you know, back to what I'm trying to say with everything, everybody, is like, my stuff is changing a lot. But I'm not, like, no, I'm not done with everything. In a sense, it's just things are gonna be different going forward in general. You know, I'm still probably gonna stream you know, third-person shooters in general and variety when I'm not doing Marvel Rivals, and this game could still be one of my variety stops. You know what I mean? The game's still live, and like, you know, I'll just visit it when I feel like I haven't visited it in a while, and it'd be a good time to visit. So, I'm not gone, but, you know, I definitely am moved forward in a sense. We're gonna play customs in a little while, by the way, everybody. So if you want to play with me, in a little while, we are gonna you know, group up. We're gonna try to get some custom games going. And I'll play some customs for like 2 or 3 hours or so. Later on, we're gonna be linking up with one of my friends from Spellbreak, and do some Spellbreak stuff, and I'm gonna go in on some serious backstory that I never really talked about in the My Heroverse because it wasn't really too relevant to talk about. None of y'all really understand. But I more so just want to show y'all the game so you understand my lingo. So when you see me talk about random things, that were like Spellbreak related, y'all will kind of understand what I'm talking about going forward. You'll get the context because it's gonna happen where I'm like, oh, this is like doing this and this. You know, and that's just how my brain is wired. I see properties, and when I see properties, I see the powers and the weaknesses of a matchups in that property. And properties can vary based on game genre, and game state, and application. So many things to talk about with that. Anyways, back on task here, everybody. A little off topic. How much do you love this game? An 8? That's pretty impressive. I'd give it like a 7, probably 6.57. I do love loose games, so I'm not in love with it. I don't know if I'll ever be in love with a game again. Like, for example, I had to give this game a 6.57. It's because I love, like, the movement and the third person. Freaking, like, just ability shooter aspects. Just feels really fluent. Yeah, but for retrospective, Almost is like every game to me is like a 5. I'm joking. Like every game to me is like a 5 or less. But yeah, like My Hero Ultra Rumble, everybody. You hate this Red Deku meta? Yeah, what's up with that, Coffee? Rumble is a chill game where you go and play customs and chill at this point. Yeah, Twinin, right? Like the grind for being whatever on a leaderboard's long gone. Anybody putting rank 1 or whatever in their title right now, I kind of feel bad for them, if you want me to be honest. I don't, you know, they're a good player, I guess, question mark. I feel bad for them. I'm joking, but you know what I mean, yeah. It's just like, they're, you know what I mean? The grind isn't the same as it used to be. It's just... The time sink. Like half the games, best players don't play anymore. You know what I mean? It's like what does it really mean? It's all perception, everybody. It's all perception. But yeah, back to what I was talking about, everybody. No, I'm joking around with that. I don't actually like feel bad about it, but you know what I mean? I wish things kind of had more value and more meaning in this game. That's kind of goes back to the whole, you know, the community is a little playful thing, you know, and things kind of, you know, on that down. Now, like I said in the past, everybody, the game's gonna hit this ebb and flow where people come and go. Y'all heard me talk about it, and y'all have seen it since I said it, right? It's happened a couple times already, like 3 or 4 times. And it's gonna continue to happen until, you know, whatever happens. And just have fun with the game. You're still having fun with the games. Keep playing and having fun with it. But at the same time, don't force yourself. And just remember, at the end of the day, this game's supposed to be here to entertain us and keep us happy. If it's making you sad or feel some type of way, upset, stress or drama is really messing you up, you know, you can always take a step back. And there's more to life, and you can always come back and maybe find the right reasons or people or whatever you need to do to make it resonate again, you know? And that's why, you know, I'm kind of chilling here. I'm talking to y'all, kind of getting a lot off my chest because I'm gonna be real, y'all. You know, I see a lot of familiar names in the chat right now, which makes me really happy because I miss a lot of y'all. I've been streaming a bunch of random games and only seeing a couple people, more so new people that I've met since Marvel Rivals, and it's been a really... I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I haven't enjoyed the experience a lot. No offense to anybody, by the way, like, I love y'all. It's just, like, I haven't enjoyed the experience because I don't even know what the heck I'm doing. And these people don't even know who the heck I am. I don't even know who the heck I am. And, like, everything's just kind of changing in a way that I'm trying to figure out, like, what I want to be doing for y'all and what I should be doing for y'all versus what I'm actually doing. And, like, it's kind of funky, it's kind of funky. And the game is designed like that, Twin, and I really think so. It's kind of smart on their part. Honestly, the fact that this game is getting updates as frequent as it's getting, you know, y'all, it's not as bad as it could be. That's all I gotta say. Spellbreak saw an update once every, never. I'm joking, but almost never. This game has seen more updates than Spellbreak ever did in its entire lifetime. That's retrospective for y'all. This game has seen more updates. It's seen probably twice as many updates. Jeez. I really played a game with barely patched. Wait, can I do that? That didn't work. And they changed it so I can't do that anymore, right? Let me see something. They freaking nerfed something that I literally found out about this towards the end of the patch, and they nerfed it immediately after. I'm like, what do you mean? What? Now it just stalls me up there? What is that? That's way different than before. Why does it do it like that now? What is that? What? They changed this move again. They changed his special action literally every patch. I swear. What did they do to it this time? Why does it keep me midair or hover? I'm doing that so it can make me do the fast fall. No. Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't know what to say about that. Or anyways. Yeah, just gotta hope for the best. That's what I'm saying, right now, everybody, I'm gonna do my thing. Marvel Rivals, we'll be on the rise. I'll let people know where I'm from, I'll let them know I'm from that spell. From that Heroverse. I kept calling y'all the Heroverse because I didn't really want to advertise other games like that, and I don't think I really can, which is the worst part. Which I'll just say Heroverse. They'll know. Spellbreaker can talk about because the game's shut down. That doesn't work anymore? What do you mean that doesn't work anymore? Why did they nerf this character so much? I'm joking, but jeez. Yeah, I know they nerfed my A damage. What do you mean that doesn't work no more? Hold on. They nerfed my special action. They nerfed my A. Well, what else they nerfed? Let me see this. Oh, wow, that's gonna kill him. This terrain is kind of scuffing this combo. Hold on, everybody. I gotta get him on flat terrain. Let me try something really quick. I'm just checking out patch thing. Alright. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that. They nerfed this, yo. They nerfed this. What do you mean? This was my combo. Come on. Oh, it worked that time. But I think he was hard knockdown. Hold on. One more time. No wonder it died. No, that game had a whole different story. See, that's the thing. Both of these games have different reasons for why they died. It's kind of silly. It's hilarious. Spellbreak, for example, did not have a cheater problem. This game, on the other hand, what the heck? I can tell you right now, we would have 20,000 more players if we didn't have insane cheats on week 2. I'm joking, but you know what I mean? That's when our player count really took a hit, yo. When the cheaters came, our player count, we lost 70% of our player base in 2 weeks. Because of cheaters. Spellbreak didn't have that problem. Spellbreak, y'all think the devs are messing up over here? They messed up over there, yo. That's all I gotta say about that. That's what I'm saying. The devs is not as bad as y'all think over here. They're trying. They're just kind of messing up a bit. Over there, they didn't even try. I swear, with some stuff, they were just throwing. They nerfed this combo. It does not work anymore. Come on, yo, that was my combo. That was my combo. If I can't do that anymore. Can I do, like... I wonder if I can do big boost melee to do it. Alright, let me try something else. So just updating things on her own mid-season. Make changes anytime. Yeah, copy. Like, one of my Spellbreak friends is like a super hardcore one trick. And they tried this game. And the main reason why they quit is because they literally couldn't unlock the character they wanted to play. And since they couldn't unlock the character, they just quit. And there was definitely... I'm telling y'all, this game had there's a couple things that really hurt this game's launch. It is what it is now. I'm trying to remember what I just did. Oh, now I remember. Okay. Alright, but I'm trying a combo. Give me a second here. Thanks. That didn't work. Damn, there ain't nothing I can do out of this no more. I can just throw an alpha. I already know the answer is just throw alpha, but I was just really trying to see if I could do something else. I gotta use the restroom. I'm gonna ad break. Give me a sec. I had to sneeze, everybody. I'm here. Hold on. Alright, so some more story time for y'all. Because I talk about this, and I really want people to understand this about me. Especially some people that look down on me or whatever. Because I had someone say something to me like a week or two ago, and it still hasn't sat right with me because this person has no idea who I am. That's all that really told me. And that's that, you know, I really did, focus on being a content creator, everybody. I focused on being a content creator. In another world, I didn't stream this game. And I have 2,000 to 3,000 more hours, like 2,000 more hours at this point. At this point, I would have, I would have like 2,500 hours probably right now. Because I have 1,200 right now. But that's with like streaming as being the priority and like not playing off stream. You know, Spellbreak at 4,400 plus hours. And I only streamed about 1,200 hours of it. My Ultra Rumble, I literally have like 100 hours off stream. I literally have like less than 100 hours off stream. Less than that, honestly, it's less than that. But I did not really grind this game to be like a top like competitor or whatever. And I really did aim for content and being while still trying to be really good. And I feel like that's just always been like my little problem. It's like I have this really prideful part of me that knows that I am capable of doing anything that I put my mind to, because I've literally proven it before, time and time again. And my own worst enemy too with it. I have to be loving what I'm doing, I have to be really feeling what I'm doing and believing in it, while also doing the correct optimal things in the video game to make it happen, right? And the execution behind it. If I'm sad or depressed, I literally play like a mid-level bronze player, sometimes even, you know? And anybody that ever takes me seriously while I'm playing like that and cannot tell that I'm playing at a fraction of my level because of depression and then is looking at it objectively as if they are superior, that person immediately is nowhere near my level. I'm joking, but they're pretty good. But like, that just shows me that they don't understand the true threshold of like potential and like what I'm capable of type of thing. I have to truly love what I'm doing, dude. I haven't truly loved anything I'm doing since Spellbury. Everything's been filling a void. You know, I love this game, but I wasn't in love with like Spellbury, but at the same sense I was. Because it really did fill that void that that game left behind. With very similar gameplay. If anything, this, you know, this gameplay... It's more fast-paced in some aspects, more polarizing in some aspects. And it taught me a different type of game style, third-person shooter. Especially with incorporating melee attacks. You know, or knockdowns and stuff. But, right now, it's really just coming down to me trying to find love for gaming again, you know? Marvel Rivals, it's a third-person shooter, arena style, something that I should be good at in a sense, but then there's the Overwatch aspects, which just throw the whole, you know, wrench in the formula, because I'm not good at Overwatch. It's one of the it was my first PC shooter. Yeah, I was Masters, like, in 2016 or something, like, on Lucio and Anna and Reinhardt. Like, I wasn't cracked at that game at all. I barely knew what I was doing. And I feel like when I play that game now, I have a million bad habits from, like, never actually being good at that game. And first-person shooters as a whole. Like, first-person shooters, like, I don't, like, subconsciously, like, play cover properly or do anything. I can't tell if I'm even in cover. I can't tell where my feet are. Like, it's all big me thing going on. But back to what I'm trying to say is like, I have to play what feels natural and fun for me. While at the same time, I've been trying to step outside my comfort zone to try to, like, unlock these weaknesses. Try to, like, get past these. Like, some of these are lifelong issues that I've had my whole life. You know, between the stage fright thing, you know, the anxiety, my emotions dictating how I play. You know, this is all stuff that is just things I have to work through. You know what I mean? When I'm feeling it, y'all saw what I've been able to do. You saw, in this game, there was only spurts and little moments, but you've seen it. And they were all there. It was all real. I'm a lot of lack of confidence in this game just due to my nature of my status in it. Feeling like I always have to prove myself, because let's be real. I was talking about this the other day. You know, the reality is, everybody, like, you know, I aim to be an entertainer and this, that, and the third. But I do think it indirectly kind of made me a joke to some people. You know, some people didn't take me seriously as, like, an actual player. You know? And in a way, I didn't take myself seriously. I didn't present myself right. And that mostly came due to the fact that I have a 1.3 second comm delay. It makes it impossible for me to ever actually be competitive in this game. Yeah, I play with a bunch of people that I don't have to comm with because our game sense is so cracked, I barely have to say anything. It's beautiful. I'm happy to find people I can do that with in this game. And then, you know, they do the comms, and I'll just kind of comm when I can. I wish I could go back to my old mode where I'm hard comming, you know, IGLing. And you've seen I can do that in this game. I've done it a couple times. It's just, and y'all don't see what's actually happening because on stream everything's synced up right, but my teammates are hearing everything like 2 seconds later. So it's like I have to calm things before it happens. You know how much awareness you need to have to know that? And then when things happen outside of that window, I don't calm because I know by the time I say something, we're already in the next phase of the fight type of thing. You know what I mean? It's really rough. And that's why I'm trying to work on this dual PC setup. I'm going to be fixing that issue soon. And maybe be able to take my competitive stuff a little more seriously. Because I'm going to be trying to get that rental PC. When I have the rental PC, I'll be able to run my stream and a lot of my stuff on that, which will allow me to run my voice at a much lower delay, possibly like a 0.2 second to like maybe 0.4, 0.5 second delay, which is a significant buff compared to, you know, 1.3 to 1.5 seconds. Because that's where I'm at right now. Where am I at right now? I'll tell you exactly where I'm at right now. I'm at 1. Look, you can see it. That's 10,000 milliseconds. That's a whole second, 28, and then 100. So I'm at 1.2 delay right now. I'm at 1.2 delay. I can't calm the people. It's really rough. I can't calm somebody and be like, oh, you know, that's why I always just say like they're damaged and stuff, or they're flesh, or they're one, because like by the time they hear it, like whatever I said, it's not gonna be that number because they either got healed or freaking got damaged more. So, anyways, you know, I've had a serious handicap since basically the entire time I played this game. The entire time I played this game, I had that handicap. You know, I'm hoping I can fix that when I get the dual PC set up. I can really, you know, communicate more in real time with my teammates and the people that I'm playing with, and you know, be able to take playing seriously again. Because back in Spellbreak, I didn't have a comm delay. I used a different voice thing that made me sound like a squid because I was weird. I'm joking up serious, like, and the way I did start up in Spellbreak's a whole nother story. But I didn't have a comm delay. That's the long story short with that. I didn't have a comm delay. And not having a comm delay, you know, I was known for, like, IGLing teams. Even though, ironically, for my team, I was not the IGL. I was the co-IGL. And that even threw the commentators off during the tournament. There's a whole nother story. Because they thought I would be the IGL. No, yo. Arctic was doing all the IGL, and I was just sitting there letting them know I'm getting dove by 3 people. Yeah, Doomsday knows what I'm talking about, right? Doomsday, you know what I'm talking about. I was known for IGL, but realistically, like, I wasn't actually the IGL. I only calmed when I wanted to win. That's the only time I calmed. I calmed when I wanted to win, and nobody knew what they were doing. I'm like, okay, y'all need to all do this. Y'all need to do this. Just keep an eye on me. I'll kill these 3 guys. But back in Spellbreak, we could do that because we were on that level. You know what I mean? This game, you can't do that in this game because this exists, everybody. Evil hit stun. Evil hit stun that stops you from making 1v3 plays. But it's okay. It's okay. Evil hit stun. It's evil. I'm sorry, I've never been a fan of the hit stun in this game. I hope they take it out one day. That's like my personal gripe with it. I think this game will play so much better without it. But at the same time, certain mechanics wouldn't work and certain things wouldn't work as intended. So it is what it is. I've just accepted it's in the game and I don't like it. Pick up Red Deku. So what's this dude do? Broken now? Apparently it just hits really hard, right? That sounds like a really balanced reason to be viable. Same flaws, but he hits so hard. You don't care about them anymore, everybody. Oh, snapping at the double raid. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome, Raiders. Yeah. All right, everybody. It's a story time. Thank you so much for the replay for Dream, Sean, the Juice Box. Welcome in, welcome Raiders. How's it going? Yeah, man, I friggin' double did it. Yeah, we're messing with the training mode, everybody, because I haven't played since May. So here I am, and we're doing story time, because I'm telling y'all basically everything that's been going on with me and why I haven't been myself. Definitely go back into VOD if you really care to learn about just everything, because honestly, I've been talking on some kind of deep subjects with y'all. Just TLDR, haven't been healthy. I'm healthy now. I had to switch my meds. A bunch of crap happened. I messed up. I'm sorry. But I did a lot of things right, and we're just talking about, you know, gaming as a whole, you know, My Hero Ultra Rumble, everybody still that is passionate about it, you know, God bless y'all. And, you know, me, I love the game. I'm here visiting, you know, I still gotta move forward with, you know, my whole agenda, but, you know, we're still gonna pop by and say hi, because I do love y'all or miss y'all. You know, I wouldn't be where I'm at without y'all. That's something else I really thought about. It's like, I wouldn't even have Marvel Rivals if I wasn't, you know, if we didn't do what we did here. Everybody. And Spellbreak, which is also the whole point of this entire thing, everybody. I'm telling you all a long story about, you know, myself. You know, stuff I'd never really fully covered. You know, telling people about my origins from just My Hero to even Spellbreak we're going to be going over later. Because I have a lot of new people that have been watching me. I have a lot of new people that have been watching me, and just, they don't know what I've been through, really. You know, I wrote it in some blogs and stuff, but over here I'm giving y'all some details that, you know, I kind of left out. So, I'm hydrating. Thanks so much, Zoinks, by the way. Nice to see you. It's great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Alright, I hydrated because we have Hydrate Redemption. Why does Red Deku hit so hard, everybody? What's up with that? Should I be aiming down sights with him, or do you just aim like this? It just seems like it's better to just aim like that, right? So what makes Red Deku so good right now, everybody? What's going on with it? And in the meantime, I'll continue story time. I forget where we were at. What were we talking about? We were talking about... Let me scroll up and see if I can remember, because y'all were talking. Hit Sun. Oh, my comms and stuff. Okay, yeah. His whole kit is just busting, because he just hits really hard. I just think it's interesting, and now he's broken. Bunch of buffs. Everyone playing him? Interesting. Is there like a combo I should be doing with them? Yeah, everybody, we're here. We're checking out training mode, checking out the new characters and stuff. Y'all told me to check out Red Deku. Seems pretty strong. I think I'll let y'all show me why he's broken with this one. It just seems like, you know, just kind of hits really hard, right? They nerfed the other guys, right? Some of the best wake-up attacks. Okay. You're gonna have to show me that one. Yeah, look, that did 210 and knocked him down. Thank you so much for the Prime, Gamer Mike. Thank you so much. Yeah, everybody. Can't wait to see me back on Marvel Rivals. Yep, that's gonna be crazy, everybody. I'll definitely see y'all for that. You know, Marvel Rivals, definitely kind of like my next stepping stone, the next arc for me. You know, officially partnered with Marvel and doing all that jazz. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. You know, the last, like, month or so, you know, the time in between is gonna be kind of funky, and I'm trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing with my channel. doing a lot of variety and stuff. It's been fun overall. It's just been, for the most part, if you want me to be honest, I missed a lot of y'all. You know, I even miss a lot of my spell break people. You know, I've been hanging out with some people like off stream and stuff. You know, popping by. And just like, I don't know, everybody. I just want to check in on y'all. Also let y'all know what's going on with me, you know. I had a lot of health stuff going on, and I'm finally getting through it, you know. I'm finally getting through it. I'm still not done, though. I'm still not done. But we really have made a lot of progress recently. And in due time, things are gonna be even better, everybody. Things are gonna be even better, and you know, just like lessons learned all over the place on like pretty much everything I've been doing lately. And I'm gonna try to do better for y'all. I'm gonna try to do better for y'all. Try to do better for me. And just in general. You know, I'm down to start some customs in a little bit, everybody. Who's down to do some customs? We have a bunch of people hanging out in here. I've been, you know, talking for about 2 hours. I still have more to talk about, but we can do some customs in a bit if y'all want. And yeah. I'll play, I'll die, I'll spectate. There, each said double alpha knockdown into gamma up, high into slam. Okay. Well, he's already dead, but yeah, I see what you're saying. And too bad PS4 and Switch only. Yeah, it's another thing with this game. No cross-platform. It's really kind of grumpy, everybody. Meanwhile, you know, we're going to be doing some variety this weekend, everybody, with some Fortnite, some Overwatch. If you want to play some cross-platform, maybe we can link up then. You know, Marvel Rivals going to have that cross-play. That's going to be cool, everybody. Crossplay coming real soon? Is it actually, Twinin? Is it actually? Yo, all I gotta say is, yo, when's the patch? Twinin, is the new season on the 23rd? Because that's when Marvel Rivals is. And if that's the case, that's really bad. Like, y'all aren't gonna see me until after that. What season is it? 6? Always aim is alpha in? Oh, excuse me. Always aim is alpha in? Alright, let me see. So I shouldn't be doing the no-scope one? The no-scope one not as good? I mean, it still hits for 105. Seems like it's more consistent to hit that way, right? Or does it not always hit for 105? Yeah. 6th season? Yeah, we gotta figure that out. Alpha range is better than you think, trust? Oh, what? Because this goes further? Oh, I see. But if they're up close, you might just want to do it this way to have more action. If it hits for the same, I feel like up close, you're gonna want to do it like this. Unless is that 63 versus 105? I can't tell if that's hitting the full 100 there. The aim in is just better. Yeah, it seems like it hits more consistently. I just feel like if we're trying to be more actionable up close, this no-scope might be a little bit more reliable, but I can't tell. It seems like it's only hitting for 42 now. I'm a little confused. Is that not hitting the full thing when I'm in the air? Is that what's going on? Is that why you're saying aim down sights is better? Because this is hitting for 63 now. And on his air versions. Huh. A little confused. Yeah, so if I'm at mid-range or something. Use one ease. Okay. So what else is really strong right now, everybody? Is there anything else I need to be wary about, or is it just like red Deku? I guess that's interesting. And chase and stop people? That's crazy. Dobby hugs. Or we'll check out Dobby again in a bit. We should do some customs, honestly, right? I feel like I'm like kind of ready to do customs. I mean, look at this red Dobby again. So if I cancel it, there's like another hitbox. So like, what's up with his alpha? Do I want to charge it down? What do I don't want to use... I can't tell what I want to be doing with this. I don't even think I've read Dobby unlocked, everybody. I don't even know why I'm looking into this. I'm honestly not too interested in him. He seems decent, though. Like, the slams seem cool. The slam seems kind of cool, but... I don't know. For using it without Gamma, charging it up, free pillars is ideal. Okay. Hey Uranus, how you doing? Yeah, we're doing the stream today, Uranus. We're doing this stream. I've been doing story time with people. I kind of got a little distracted with Red Dobby here. But we're here, everybody. We're here. We're making it happen. A little special stream today. I've been telling y'all. Kind of like some history. Honestly, I feel like it's just a good time to start trying to do customs right now, everybody. So I'm gonna quit out of the training. I feel like right now is a good time to start doing the customs. Let's see if we can get a bunch of people. So hold on a second. Let me set this up for us here. I hit the wrong thingy. All right, custom match. I'm trying to remember how to do this, everybody. How do I do this? Alright, I'm gonna make it so y'all can see it on stream, because this is a stream one, everybody. Anybody that's in the stream can come through. You know, I'll be the party leader. If you're doing anything sketchy, I'm just gonna kick you. That's why we're doing customs, sir. Mostly to avoid the cheaters and stuff, too. I kinda just wanna have a good time, everybody. I don't wanna go in there and then suddenly run into a cheater. I'm just trying to relax. So, here's the room ID. I don't know how to copy it and put it in the chat. But, yeah, do that. We can play on USJ version 2. That's cool. Or a new map. You'll join in a bit? Okay. If we can't get a whole bunch of people, I'll probably just play duos or something. I'm not gonna go in raids and run into freaking the sweats and the shooters. Yo. I just don't feel like dealing with that right now. I'm just too lazy, yo. I want to continue the story time vibe. This isn't a go in, try hard day. Too rusty / semi-wash. I'm joking, but you know what I mean. Alright, well, let me know, everybody. Let me know. If anything, I'll just queue in a duos or something. I can tell y'all more stuff in the meantime. Hey, Axolotl, nice to see you. Nice to see you. We're here. We're trying to do customs. Let's see if we can do some customs. Should do something special that can only use this character. We can do stuff like that. I was hoping we can do some fun stuff like that. Get some like kind of fun stuff going. It doesn't have to be full teams. Yeah, come through. Coffee, are you gonna play? What are you doing today? Because I'm only playing for a bit. I'm probably gonna play for like 2 hours or so. And then we're gonna do like a little spell break story time session. Cementos only? Red Shiggy only? I like that one. Yeah, Red Shiggy only. That'd be funny. Red Deku and Shiggy only. What is Red Shiggy good now? Tell me, is he actually good or what? He's bad, right? Yeah, I know they made it so he could slam up the walls, but did it actually help him or like? I feel like he's not good on a new map, but he's probably good on the old map. Yeah, well, Red Shiggy's still kind of meh right now, in my opinion. That grab needs to go up walls. I don't know why they made his alpha go up walls. You're good. Everybody got an ad, and I got up during the ad because it was time to get up during that ad. It was 100% timed to get up during that ad. If we're not gonna get anybody for this, I might just freaking go into duos there, but I don't know. Who wants to play? Press 1 if you're trying to play in these. Please, press 1. Let me see a bunch of ones. Let me see a bunch of ones. Bunch of ones. We got one. All right, everybody. It is what it is, yeah. I wasn't sure. No. I was hoping you know we get a bunch of people to play some customs. If we can't, I'll figure something out. Yeah, Coffee, what are you doing? What are you doing? Might just go back in training mode, everybody. Who have online? Oh my gosh, they don't have duos. They have solos. They're solos? Who the heck do I play as solos? And just chilling? I am too. I don't even know if I really want to play solos like that, but they do have it. I'm like kind of interested to try out solos. You haven't played since they dropped Endeavor? It's fine. You can join. What do we do, Twin? And let me switch it. It won't let me unready. I actually think I'm screwed. I can dismantle team. I just went back to title you. I know how to do that, yeah. There you go. Dang, yeah. That's terrible. I should know that. I was trying to figure out where dismantle team was. I feel like I still never remember. Alright, we can do custom, you said? Alright, here's custom match. If it's just you, we can either do random custom like one-on-one stuff, or maybe we can see they don't have duos. I really didn't want to do ranked to run into cheaters, yeah. I really don't. I feel it, yeah. I feel it in my gut. I'm gonna do ranked, it's not gonna go well. I was trying to avoid it today, everybody. I was trying to avoid it. Yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. Yeah, we're doing some customs, everybody. Y'all want to get in some little custom one-on-ones, let me know. I'm gonna create a room. And there's the room. Twice? You think twice will be good in solos? Probably. Somebody with a lot of mobility. I was thinking either Toga out of my mains, probably Toga would be the best solos character for me to play. Or I can just try to YOLO Aizawa, because I still think Aizawa is probably ridiculous in solos. Alright. I don't know how to do this. Alright. There we go. Y'all been on that first Ascendant? There you go. I'm gonna try to be on it later. I'm gonna try to hop on for a little bit of that later. That game's actually really cool. How do I do this, everybody? That's how you know it's been a while since I've done this. Probably played a soul map. Yo, Twinin, I don't know how I hit start. Oh. I think I did it. I don't even know who the heck I would play in one-on-ones. Toga wouldn't be good. I want a strong one-on-one character. It'd probably be All Might. Or Endeavor, maybe. Out of characters I actually played. I can play Shigaraki. We might play everybody on one-on-one. Should probably just go Shigaraki. I kind of want to go All Might. Let's go All Might. Alright, so... Where did I leave off, everybody? Am I aware of the patch notes? I honestly haven't looked at them. I'm not gonna lie to you. No idea. Are you a little frippin' fropper? There you go. And do a new combo to me. I am here, everybody. I'm here for today. I'm here for a bit. And I'll visit again the day before Marvel Rivals beta, everybody. I promise I'm gonna visit the day before the beta. Why? Because, just, you know, pro timing, you know what I mean? Gotta be efficient. I don't know what word I'm looking for. Level up! So anyways, you know, My Hero, we haven't played since May, and before that we didn't play for a while. it's nice to see the games definitely, you know, still making updates and making the game fresh. I really do like seeing a bunch of new stuff. Yeah, I still don't even understand this new area over here. It's just, it is what it is, everybody. We love our games. You know, for X and Y reasons. You know, the tide shifts. The tide shifts. And it's always gonna be an ebb and flow every season, everybody. People will come and go. And just, as long as you're having fun, don't let anything else get to you on that, you know? Just, you know, content creator aspects, you know? And all saw what happened with me. And just everything's been changing ever since, you know? I'm finally getting into doing what I've always wanted to be doing with a lot of this streaming stuff. Yeah. We're doing really good with variety streaming right after Marvel Rivals, you know. We took like a 3-week break, and then what really happened to everybody was that we took a 3-week break, and then we came back, and we came back on Sternova. And Sternova was a really, really cool game that I hope everybody tries. I don't know if y'all heard about it. Paper Mario Genshin, Valorant, Overwatch. That's all I gotta say about that. Every creator that tried that game got hit really hard with like their viewership. Every single one, you know. I feel like they got like, you know, I was paying really close attention, including like a couple people that I've watched in other categories that like normally like get like 100 viewers or whatever, and they were getting like 10, 20 people. And it's just like kind of rough. Like nobody really heard of that. But the reason why I'm bringing that all up is just like, you know what I mean? Just like as a creator, you're gonna take these risks with doing things that you love and enjoy versus what's trendy and stuff. And it's like really rough, honestly. Like if I didn't take that 3-week break, I probably would have been all right with streaming Sternova because my variety flow would have been going good. But I took a 3-week break, and I think regardless of whatever game I came back on, it would have been a hit. But then I chose a game that didn't necessarily have a good traction rate. So, you know, like I said, there's been a lot of lessons and trial and tribulations going on with me from recent times. So, you know, in the past, you know, I'm still learning. I'm still like getting an idea of what I should be doing with this whole thing. And I still had a lot of fun with Sternova. It was cool seeing some of the My Hero people up over there too, doing some stuff. I know like McCoy and them are really into it. Saw Key and them. Yeah, it was interesting. No, that was a really cool game. I almost instinctively attacked you, yo. Is that terrible? I almost like instinctively attacked you. I don't know, everybody. It's just gonna be interesting. Me and Marvel Rivals. Don't expect anything too crazy, while at the same time, I am gonna try my best, you know. Very recently, you know, in that tournament, like, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't think we would have necessarily done that much better, / maybe we would have, but I like, really hard through, because, like, those first couple rounds, because I wasn't even playing my character or my role right, and I was playing, like, one of my main abilities completely wrong. All because I was just, like, so distracted by everything going on that I couldn't even sit down and really look at my abilities. You know, I mean, look at this pro I've been VOD reviewing, right? So I've been VOD reviewing this one pro, and I'm literally watching his entire experience of the game, and just realizing, like, you know, what I did versus what he did off the rip. Oh, snap! You're attacking me. Okay. Alright. I'll explain in a bit, but basically, I was just so focused on the content creation aspect that I didn't, I didn't sit down and, like, go in training mode and look at all my skills and really, like, figure out what I'm doing. Like, I don't know. It's, like, really hard for me to learn stuff on stream. I've always had that issue, just in general. So there was a lot of that going on with me trying new games. I really gotta, like, maybe slow things down a bit. That's all I learned. I need to slow things down a bit. Because I'll be, like, missing something really obvious. with my character and my kit. Alright. Oh, snap. I broke your combo, honey. You're going for it the whole time. Ah, you little rascal. We're moving fast. Dang it. Right, rascal. I had my music on, so I couldn't hear you when I landed. Probably should have used my big heal. Oh well. So what was I saying, everybody? I'm gonna do a lot better in that next beta test. That's all I gotta say. I'm like studying the crap out of this one pro, dude. And I'm gonna be like 10 times better. Like honestly, like, it's gonna be my Rocket Raccoon's gonna be looking insane. That's all I gotta say. My Rocket Raccoon's gonna be looking crazy. Twinin, you little hiding little hider. Where are you at? You in a tree? You're in one of these freaking bushes. You're over here, son. The sneak mission, everybody. It's a sneak mission. How you doing, Juicy Rat Food? How you doing? How you doing, Mellow? Gamer Mike? Yeah, that Mellow's over, or not Mellow. Twin's over there. We're just kind of vibing right now. Got my music back on. So I'm looking for that little combo, yo. Looking for the combo, and I'm wall climbing and stuff. You freaking rascal! Almost. Aw, that would be sick, right? My ability to want to live! Alright, you run away! That's right, you knew what was coming. I was going crazy there. I see ya. You see me. Should be able to get this heal all though. I pause up music, friggin' little frippin' frapper. You little froppin' little frippin' little the frop. I know you're there. Oh, they're fropping. You little fropper. Aw, you frippin' little... Oh, I didn't do jump, yo. That was actually really scubby. I'm gonna die because of that, possibly, too. Gotcha! Wait. wait, I can let you live. I should've let you live. It didn't matter. I'm like so used to BR. I'm like, oh, the last person. Wait, I'm doing one-on-one custom. Duh. That was going on for a while. That was fun. You fripping me up. You were fripping me. That was fun. How you doing, Mello? Yeah, we're doing a little random custom. A little random customs for a bit. I did a story time training mode. We're gonna do more story time training mode and spell break in a little while, everybody. Honestly, I was doing it the other day with somebody. They were showing me and it was helping me remember stuff that like I don't even do anymore in video games. I feel like I'm getting really forgetful lately. You don't know how to land it all the time. You were getting it sometimes. Yeah, I know you hit me with and then the one spot you would have hit me, but I puzzled you to pat that little plus. For real, All Might's still almighty, everybody. I love All Might. One of my favorites. Let's play my other favorite. My other favorite beamer. Here we go. One tap HP combo. Yeah, dude, you were about to go crazy on me on that one mountain. I had to pop my plus. I was like, I'm about to die. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's go beam me. Yeah, the Endeavors. It's alright, you got the tech. I know you got like the secret tech. We were doing some wall combo thing. Or you showing me that wall combo earlier. Alright, some more story time BS, everybody. You know, for the new people. You know, I love Endeavor. You know, all my Endeavor to like my mains at one point. Still pretty solid with them, I say. But, you know. Seem to play a bunch of characters, everybody. I always seem to play a bunch of characters. Like in Spellbreak, I had the same thing going on. I played a bunch of, like, you know, I had, like, one main at a time, but I had multiple mains all during different eras. And I did, like, the same thing in this game, kind of. You know? Started out with, Red Shigaraki, into Deku and Bakugo, into All Might, into Endeavor, into Toga, into New Shigaraki. And this season, I don't even know who the heck I made. Who the heck do I made this season? I didn't even play. I played Aizawa when he was, in, what's his face? I heard you. That's... Oh, okay, we're fighting. Oh, you got a low 9 freaking alpha. Oh, freaking going ham. Oh, you freaking... Trying to cheese me? Cheez-Its. Me. Oh, you freaking little... Oh, yeah, that's alright. You get out of there. You're a low 9 alpha. I still almost won that fight. Jeez, so that hit hard. I saw the blue beam. I was going down. Yeah, be careful, everybody. I didn't get my alpha. I'm like leveling my pillies. I really probably Endeavor did it. It's probably smarter to level your alpha first, honestly, thinking about it. But then again, I don't know. Yeah, the pillies. He had that defense. Like, he couldn't approach me there. He had one pilly. You couldn't approach me there. So, I don't know. It's a give and take, right? I don't even know what to say about that one. Let's go over here. This new sense feels nice. I'm on a new sense too right now, honestly, Twinin. I changed my sense. I doubled it, actually. Or not doubled. I almost doubled it. I increased it by a lot. I used to run a really low sense, and I decided it was too low, so I changed it. I changed it and I increased it. You lowered yours? Yeah, nice. I see. I was on a very low sense. Like I'm talking like extremely low, like slow for Counter-Strike and Valorant. Well, for like pros. Like I was on a really low sense. I changed it. I was like, I think this is just a little too low. Like I couldn't hit a couple of my flicks when I was trying to play Overwatch with like a couple micro changes, and I was like, yo, I really think like my sense is just like a little. And for the longest time, I've had like a really, yeah, I had an extremely fast one too. That's what I was gonna say, Twin. And my very first sense, the sense that I like made a name for myself on Spellbreak on, like initially, was crazy high. Like I'm talking crazy, crazy high, like 5 times faster than my current sense type of thing. And then over time, I dialed it down and dialed it down, and then I dialed it down, I think, too far. If you want, oh my gosh, I'm in the store. All right, I don't care. Yeah, you better not kill me in the store. I'm free. Do it. All right, blah 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 blah. I still don't got level 9 freaking what's his face. Oh man, I gotta blow my freaking things. Oh whatever, yeah. What the heck was I saying? Oh yeah, freaking yeah, I used to have a really fast sense. Ooh, like zooming. And I still use the DPI swap here and there, but I also don't use it that much. I still use it here and there. Like here's normal and then DPI swap. Normal, DPI swap. I use it sometimes. Spin around. Yeah, so less tense. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm on a pretty slow sense. Like right now, I'm on 850 DPI and on, which is a weird DPI, and then I'm on 41. Yeah, I just changed it. 41. So I increased the DPI a little bit, and I increased the thing just so it was the same as my other stuff. So my DPI is always going to be a little weird, everybody. Oh, where the heck? Whoa, where are you? Yo. 20 hit nose crazy. Yo, my reaction, so I dodged that. Oh, where the heck are you, y'all? Alright, I should probably pause my music again. Hold up. I can't hear where I'm getting shot from. It's like raining hellfire. Oh, there he is! Yo! Oh, we might die now. Aw, this BS. I plus ultra. I plus ultra. I threw it in plus, yo, I swear. I threw it in plus. It didn't let me. Unless my plus ultra button isn't set correctly. No, it is. I used to last turn. Yeah, I plus ultra. That's all I gotta say, Are you running a 2 out of 3, I think, here? Yeah, because Twin knows they got a cheeky kill on me. I didn't know what the heck's going on. Alright, let's go over here. Freaking the Hellfire plays, everybody. Alright, let's go over here. Yeah, so I get all your levels. Yeah, your levels. I still don't got level 9A. We run this 2 out of 3. Twin got the first one there, everybody. Twin got the first one. Hit me with that. The flanky Hellfires. Let's heal over here real quick. Get some things. I don't know, I can't find levels. Oh, there's one. Here we go. I appreciate you twinning. Oh, snap. There we go. There's the Hellfires. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. We're having a little snipe battle? Jeez. Yeah, here you go. You're playing Duck Hunt. You're playing Duck Hunt. Aw, I used all my jets. I don't think we're ever gonna hit one of these, yo. I'm gonna be real. Oh no, a little closer. Here we go. Can't see my freaking. Oh, I didn't even see it go up there. Ah! Oh my gosh, that was close. Is it bad that they changed his visuals? I couldn't tell if you were prominence burning or if you were using one of your pillies. I literally couldn't tell. I thought it was a pilly. I mean, that was prominence burn. Oh my gosh. After this match, everybody, I gotta use a restroom. What are we doing here? The freaking circle's moving on us, isn't it? This is a weird circle. What are we doing here? Okay. Aw. What? Right, that was a little janky, honestly. Oh, I'm sorry. That fight was janky. Where is yeah, GG. Oh, the storm got you, crap. I forgot. Oh, that was fun. You definitely like mixing me up with your movement. I couldn't tell where you're going. And I like felt what you were gonna do to me. And I couldn't think of like what I should do about it. Like what's like the right thing to do about like a prominence around here. And I didn't want to just prominence back, cause like well, maybe I do just prominence back. But still, I feel like that's not good follow up. That was a weird matchup. I gotta use the bathroom real quick, everybody. We can play some unranked or something, I guess, in a little bit or something. We'll figure it out. Let me use the restroom really quick. Let me do one of these. Twinning, that sounds good. My bad, everybody. Yeah, twinning, that sounds good. Here, let me back us out of this. Leave room. Hello, El Michu. How you doing? Yeah, I'm gonna do like two or three games, everybody, and then we're gonna do part 2 story time. Honestly, part 2.
俺の現場をよく見ておけ。
I don't know who to invite. I'm gonna invite Psycho just because I see he's there. I'm gonna invite Keds so he's there. I feel like she's probably playing with people. They're probably all playing. Let's be honest. All right. Anyways, yeah. Might just run some Endeavor. But that made me want to play some Endeavor. What do you think? Get my aim up. Oh wait. It says unranked battle, but it still shows our ranks. Oh, that's weird. Okay, here we are. Yeah, it was a fun match, Twin, in it. I know you really like Endeavor. I remember when he came out, you were hanging out here. And you're definitely clever with Endeavor. You know some of your stuff. You're gonna join? Hold up. Sorry, random. Alright. Hold on, let me re-invite you. It's like glitched. There you go. Yeah. Aaron, you have a knack for finding some hidden tech. You know me, sometimes I do that too. So it's funny when we play together. Like, remember, yo, we were compressed TP reviving before anybody was doing it, you know? We were doing it before it was cool. Remember? We were doing it before it was freaking cool. That was funny. Psycho, I sent you an invite, yo, where you at? I sent you an invite, but I have Twin in with me. I'm not doing any comms, and I'm kind of just talking, y'all. I kind of paused the story time, because I feel like I talked about most of it. The rest of it, you know... There's still more, honestly, everybody. There's still more. I said everything I really wanted to say for the most part. It's rough, everybody. Want to be able to sit and stream and play this game all the time. It's just... my path is going a different direction, and in order to actually succeed and do what I've set out to do, you gotta do what you gotta do. But it doesn't mean I can't visit this every once in a while on some variety vibe. So that's why I'm here right now. I'll probably visit before Marvel. We'll probably visit, you know, hopefully, 1 to 3 times after Marvel type of thing. Like, probably visit a couple times. And just kind of continue doing what I'm doing. And just kind of go with the flow until I figure out, the next big passion. Because, Marvel has me. The third-person shooter, it's Overwatch style, but, I'm going with it, I was still kind of vibing. It's just a matter of getting better at that game type. Alright. Alright, cool. We got new Dobby. We got Endeavor. And Ibarra. Okay. Gonna see what new Dobby's all about. Yeah, there's probably another plot twist for us with this new DLC. Another plot twist, everybody. Dobby's always got the plot twists, am I right? Aw, man. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the new My Hero season eventually, everybody. I haven't started it yet because I was in a lot of feels, and I feel like I want to watch it and then you know play the game around a good time type of thing. So I'll figure it out. Been watching a lot of Marvel. You know, I've been having to brush up a bit, honestly, everybody. Bunch of MCU, some of the cartoons, Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't realize how much I love Guardians of the Galaxy, but I actually really do. I can ramble all about that, but I'll talk about it later, everybody. It's just been a good time. I thought I readied up already. What the heck? A double ready system. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've done this.
移動するぞ
There we go. Oh, we ready.
ロビーへようこそ。人数が揃うまでしばらく待っててちょうだい。
Okay, everybody. Hopefully no cheaters. Level 1 Ibarra, there's 128. 110 without damage? Oh my gosh. This is broken. Alright, so this time, where are we going? Y'all need to spy. Where are we going? We're just up here?
この位置だ
Alright. あ
この位置だ
ここで暴れよう。
I should probably stand right here. Oh, too late. Alright, everybody.
貴様の火力程度
I really like Endeavor, everybody. I always liked him because he just reminded me of Spellbreak. You can just go off the rip, get a nice float, hit people with my float. Do some levitation cancels, you know? Good old lightning. Completely annihilate them. Oh no, twin! I'm coming. Dang it.
決して許さぬ
I tried to promise burn it, but I'm level 1 with it. There's like Ochako things. Oh, sorry. The heck? Yeah, I wanted him to blow his kick. He has one more, right? What? Yo, it canceled my spring stat. Y'all just see that? I went to spring step, it blew the whole meter. I ain't go nowhere.
ゴミがいるぜ。
されんぞ
燃やすか。
十分
Oh, my bad. Okay, I'm coming. Oh, watch out.
押させて
Ooh, a Shigawaku.
ここからさらにバトルを激化していくこと。なしだ。
He was so zoned, yo. Oh, no.
いただく
Pull the Shigarakis, yeah. RIP, yeah. Buff Shigaraki, let that command grab, go up the buildings, make his aim down sights, do a different projectile. Yeah, he'll be feeling nice. He'll be feeling nice.
レベルアップだ
あと30秒でエリアが来るぞ。よいよもみんなは移動しな。
They made his A go up well, so he's still kind of mid. I still can't believe that. Wait, what? It's like one is like cracked right here. Alright, wait, where's still Shigaraki? I cannot believe I hit that flick on that and to... You know, new set's feeling decent, everybody. Well, nice. Aw, I was hoping that you would go for the body. They only got a bunch of people, huh? Oh, a little misplay. I thought that person left. My bad. Oops. I killed myself there. Could have finished that body a lot cleaner and then killed that compress easily. Oh well.
また動く時に告知してやるから安心しな。死ぬか。工作も見つけたみたいだぜ。せろ。楽しみだ。フルスケイオス。燃え上がれ。豪華を。一匹やった。薪にもならね。
Oh, get that rest card, and then go get me. Yeah, here we go.
あと30秒でエリアが動くぞ。全員自分の位置を確認しとけよ。
Oh, whoops, I saw that.
よし。
Hey, let's get it going. Yeah, we back about to be in it. Yo, 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 you res up, yo, res up.
悪くね。
And there we go. Here we go. Oh, oh, I missed the cheer button. Freaking scrubby, yo. Alright. Alright, good job, Psycho, with the clutch. Me with the throwing a little bit, yo, because I could have finished out at Shiggy and like been on high ground and like been on top of that compress. But like, honestly, yo, I thought he dipped. Oh, he was playing decent. He didn't go straight for the body. He like went for me.
見届く
I'm coming, everybody. I'm playing dumb. Where am I going? This way.
そして
We got a Deku player right here. Got a Momor right there. Got a Deku player right here. Oh, I could have kicked him. Oh, I'm bad. Dang.
そして見抜け
Oh, I'm freaking throwing.
エリア変動は完了したぜ。また動く時に告知してやるから安心しな。
I'm gonna let that guy go, even though I'm pretty sure I know where he is. I'm gonna get to y'all. Dang. be going a little too crazy, everybody. My bad.
完了だこれして
Aw. First stuff on what I should have done.
そして
Sorry, dude.
避けて沈ま
My endeavor be going crazy right now. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, good job. Get this rascal. Yeah. Hold up, everybody. They're cracked. They're cracked. They're cracked. Aw, snap. Yo, we gotta get Psycho's body, but I gotta get you. Come on. I gotta get this person. That person needs to die. I got you. Alright, where the body? I'll be back. Oh, hold up. That storm hits hard. Oh, hold up. Oh, I'm throwing. Oh, I'm throwing. Oh, we're bad. Oh, I'm throwing really hard, yeah. Oh, help! Oh! Twin! Help! Twin! Oh, there you are. I was like panicking. I'm up here. But I'm dead. I don't die? I die?
回復完了だ
I don't die! Whew. Aw.
これして炎の矢だ見せろ身動きが想定内の無だこれしてここに向かうそしてうすると
That's right. Oh! My plus ultra! Twin! I'm like 1vx like crazy, yo! I was going crazy! Y'all can't even say I wasn't going crazy. How did we get to this level? Yo, I don't even know, yo. How was I going that crazy on them and then throwing that hard in the storm? I don't know, yo. I was playing pretty decent there. I was going crazy. This storm hurts. Like, what the heck? Alright, everybody, by some miracle, we might make it back in one piece. Let's pray to the, the My Hero gods on this one, that we can make it back. I was doing pretty good there. I don't know, yo. Oh! These rascals! Tell them to get out of there! Oh. I don't think they want to mess with you in here. Pop it. Yeah. GG. Let's go, baby. Hold on. That's the sweaty guy. Kill Aizawa.
これして熱すぎる
What's up? What's up? What's up? Yo, this Aizawa's down. I'm one shot. I can't find him. I can't find the Aizawa. I'm just down. Find him. Oh, nice. I'm one shot. I'm like hiding in a corner, yo. Is that the last? Did we win? Oh my gosh, we won that game. We're going crazy, yo. Nice. Yeah, we still got it, everybody. We still got it. Nice job, team. Nice job, everybody. I was doing pretty decent that game. Yeah, look. Look, everybody. I still know how to play the video game, yo. I still know how to play. Nice. Yeah, the team was doing really good, too. Yeah, good job, everybody. I was going nuts. I'm telling you, in that one fight, Coffee, you saw it, right? I was going crazy, yo. And then I hit that flick. Y'all saw that flick on that freaking Aizawa, dude. I hit the flick on the mid-air, yo. I wasn't messing around, yeah. I got this new sense. I'm getting used to it. There you go. That was a fun one. There you go. You can still play the game. That makes me happy, everybody. I was doing alright. It's doing alright. Yeah, Endeavor's still pretty fun. Let's go All Might, everybody. Let's be almighty this game. Gotta be almighty. Here we go. Yeah, I still got some My Hero in me. It's more so Spellbreak running through my veins. I still feel it's that. But the My Hero is strong in me. You know, the hero, you know, I always wanted to be a hero, everybody. And now I have to become a Marvel superhero. A Marvel superhero. What's up with that? Jeez. Ready up? Jeez, I'm throwing, yo. I'm too excited. We had a good game. Look like some decent people sniping us. I'm joking, but you know what I mean? It's just decent people in the lobby. I had fun with that. That was a fun round. They were going crazy. They were schmoozing. Red Shiggy's your main now? You like Red Shiggy now? Does he work pretty good? He still works decent, right? And that new A buff? Yeah, My Hero's still fun time here and there, everybody, from me. I'll still pop on and say hi. I know how it is, everybody. It's like, I've been there and done that. I'm gonna talk about... I really encourage everybody to stick around for the Spellbreak part of the stream, everybody. Please stick around for the Spellbreak part. We're gonna have some old people come by, probably, but I'm gonna give you all some insight on a game with a different path. And, you know, how things are a lot better than you think in My Hero. Y'all just have a couple other issues that are kind of keeping things.
Oh, ye?
It's your support, the reason why, baby. Yeah, we actually are gonna hop on Spellbreak Community version tonight, Zellyzucks. For the first time since I started playing My Hero, since My Hero came out, so it's September. Yep. We're doing like a story time type of night. I started the stream. Feel free to go check the VOD. I kind of gave y'all a life update, honestly. Because things have been kind of shifting with me, and I'm really trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing, if you want me to be honest. It's a lot. It's a lot. I appreciate all my subs right now. Appreciate y'all. There's an ad break, and we're getting freaking started.
From NJ to Philly, she's living that dream. Constellations by her side, breaking spells. We are unstoppable, together raising hell. From her room in Jersey to the city.
Yeah.
Got her fam, constellations always tied. Reaching for the stars, but never out of sight. Breaking spells and boundaries, we redefine.
I hope we're having a good one with that one, everybody. I had Zellyzucks, so I just had to pop that. It was Zellyzucks. I had to do it. Appreciate y'all. I know some of y'all, that's not your vibe. I do like having the meme tunes anyway. I call up the meme tunes. This dude is running. Too bad. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. You're looking like Goku too much. I had to get rid of you. It's the wrong video game. Is Spellbreak still alive? It has a community version that has occasional meetups. But no, unfortunately, the game was shut down a long time ago. But it still kind of exists. And hopefully one day might, maybe come back in a new form. If people, we'll see what happens with it. I think something might happen with it. And at least, it might not be something large scale, but I do feel like something will happen with it. It'd be cool, though, if something large scale happened with it. But anyways, one can only dream of the possibilities on that one. All I know is monopolies exist. It's been tough to beat them lately, everybody. It's been really tough. Oh, dang. And that beat my freaking armor slam? What? Alright, get this dude out. Right, I got him out. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's an Aizawa. Got him. Alright. Peak too early like Hyperscape? We haven't ran into any cheaters. It's been really chill. Let's knock on wood. But Yari. Last time I came on, I feel like it was really bad. It was the time for that. Wow. Yeah, we're here, everybody. It's a decent time tonight. Appreciate everybody hanging out. A little bit of a story time. Trip down memory lane as we look back but move forward type of thing. I'll still pop on My Hero here and there. It's just, I will be honest, everybody. Streaming and gaming lately takes a lot more energy out of me than I used to. I was talking before about my health issues and stuff, And my doctor told me I'm low on my fibers and this, that. I've been switching up my diet. I'm taking vitamins. I'm trying to get my energy up. I've been taking vitamins and medicine and stuff. All sorts of stuff's been going on with me on the health side of things. I'm trying to get into a good spot where I can always bring y'all that high energy that you remember, you coming for. And it's tough to do that every time, and it's mostly because of what's going on with me right now. I'm a dad. What? Well, that's... They need to make it so getting shot while wall climbing doesn't interrupt the wall climb. It is something that's always bothered me about this game. I really hope they'd realize that that's a huge oversight and it should be fixed. Because I shouldn't be able to kill that person for free just because they can't climb. Anyways, everybody, sorry, it was me nitpicking. A decent play. Going over here with it. Thank you, Numquam.
Vohi yo.
Yeah, it's because of you, baby. Hold on. This dude's getting away. If you can't let him get away. Oh, what are you doing there? I should have shot. person got like free team heals, y'all. Mess him up. Mess him up. Yeah. And then get this freaking. Get out your Psycho and get that compress, yo. Get that compress. I'm probably dead. Don't look at me, everybody. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I mean, unless he knocked him. Nah, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I knew I was punished. Yo got this, yo. They had to burn like 3 team heals because I was W keying them really hard. I'm joking, but yeah. I probably should have backed out at some point. I just didn't really give a crap to everybody. I was like, I could back out here, but I don't know. Press the gas a bit. Roll the dice a little. Oh, they're getting the rest off, yo. Pog.
手貸せねえ
You too can be a hero. Alright, everybody. I don't know, decent games there. Decent games. GG. Hey, Yon, how are you doing?
平和の象徴は未だ健在
Thank you so much, Numquam, for the Prime. Thank you so much again. That's 3 months. Yeah, we're here, everybody. Oh, see ya, Twinin. See ya.
立つものだね
Thank you for playing. I appreciate you. I'll probably be hopping off in probably a little bit. Psycho hopping out too. All right. Well, GG, Psycho. And Twin. Playing Lethal? Lethal Company, right? Here, what am I doing? Is Ali available? What am I doing here? What are we doing, everybody? Trying to figure out what I'm doing. This was a fun session so far. I might be done soon, honestly, anyways, Coffee. Or not Coffee, Yawn. And Lethal. Or Coffee, yeah. I don't even know. I always get Lethal Company and Rogue Company mixed up. Isn't that terrible? And now I started getting that mixed up in my head and got your names mixed up. You're just on your way home? There you go, Sarah, you. Yeah, we just wanted to do, like, you know, a short and sweet My Hero with this one, honestly. We played a couple games. Did some training mode. We talked for a bit. I'm waiting for my friend to be available so I can do, like, this spell break thing. We're gonna do kind of a similar thing of what we just did with this, but with spell break. It'll be interesting, because, there's a lot of stuff that I, don't know about the new version. Also, I can talk to y'all about some stuff. And kind of remember some stuff. I feel like when I was playing, I was, like, remembering, like, how I used to play, if that makes any sense. Right? Yeah, we haven't played since, right before My Hero came out, so that'll be fun. I'm trying to see what's up. My friend said he would help me out tonight with it. I sent him a DM. Hopefully he gets back to me. Maybe I'll send him a call or something. In a little bit. Can always rain check it, but I don't want to rain check. I kind of really want to do that, Leo. We should get a squad going in general, Yawn, Coffee. I would have been meaning to poke one of those, like, group chats and say hi to y'all. I was gonna poke y'all. It looked all decent, yawn. I mean, when I played a little bit off stream to get my stuff set up, which is still not set up because there's like a command system now. It's like hard to explain, but they changed the whole game. It's like a whole nother game almost. It changed a lot, so the game feels really different, and also the servers are really trash. So it's like the projectiles. That was one thing I noticed. My projectile use was just like not there. Yeah, like I had the movement, I had everything down. The projectiles, they changed like the speed. They changed everyone's movement speed, and they changed the projectile movement speeds and the physics. They changed everything. What am I talking about? I'm like off topic. So you'll hear us talk about it in a bit. So I guess, and then the person that I'm gonna be with knows a lot more about what they did to the current version of the game than me. I have absolutely zero idea. That's why I don't want to really load it up yet. I want to load it up when he's here, so he can explain all the stuff that's different. Cause I'm always like, oh wow, they did that. Oh, I didn't even notice they did that. Like, there's a lot they changed. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. It's been changed like, I want to say like 4 or 6 times since post chapter 3 or whatever heck version they came out with, the community version. There's been like a bunch of updates. They made like their own talents and everything. It's actually really cool. Like they made some of their own talents. They brought back amulets and belts that have passives from like the alpha and stuff. And that's the stuff that really has me like and honestly, ironically, the game's having a balance issue, kind of similar to how, you know, My Hero has an issue with the stacking aspect. That's happening over there because of the new belts and amulets, which I find really interesting. I already told them, like, y'all need to tone the numbers down on all that, like, across the board. But anyways, off topic, on topic with that. Yeah, they changed the game a lot. It's really cool. I can hopefully get some decent people to play with us, too. I know Axolotl's in the chat. He's pretty active. He's very active with the community still. And there's a couple other people. But I mostly just want to try to make sure I link up with my one friend and then a couple trusted people. We're not gonna really do like a big session with a bunch of people or anything like that. Want to try to do a little exhibition type of thing.
誰かしりとりとか
Very fun right now. There you are, Axolotl. Yeah, Axolotl definitely knows a bunch of stuff. Axel, do you know where the heck Allie is? Allie's not answering the DM. So I was gonna try to switch over sometime in the near future. I want to try to make sure he's there. Oh no, look, there. You sent me a DM. There we go. About to just freaking call this dude. I give me a second, hurry. Nah. Alright, everybody, I'm here. I'm just in the midst of trying to figure out what we're doing type of thing. Because we're probably going to switch over in a little bit. But let me load up training mode with My Hero for a little bit. We're going to sit and talk My Hero a little bit longer. And then we're going to do a little exhibition. Because my friend did respond back to me. So we're going to probably get that going in a little bit. And then I'll sit there. We're going to ramble for a bit, too. Yeah.
僕のヒーローアカデミアウルトラランブル
It's cool we had a really nice Endeavor game. That game was actually really fun. I'm gonna make sure I'll remember that game
イベン
in
ト
the future.
開催楽しめ
That was a fun one. Adrian and Cutlow. Is there a way I can have a server where it's just like me and Allie and like I can maybe grab you and Adrian? Because that's what I really ultimately want to do. How do we do that? Because I know that is that like is there like only that one server, or is there like a way I can like make a server? Because I don't want to like join in and like a billion people join. I really don't feel like dealing with that. How's All Might with the nurse? I don't know. I could barely tell. Seemed fine to me. I'm joking. I'm serious on that. Yeah. He's still solid. He's still solid. I feel like unless they'd like really nerf his damage. And we did pretty decent. I like this new sense saver. I'm still not fully used to it, but just that one match, I was like kind of getting a feel for like my flicks of it. Like, felt really nice. Like the flicks I hit on that Aizawa was crazy. Yeah. I was very happy with that. I feel like my accuracy is just a lot better now. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, Tilda got nerfed, right? Her beta and her gamma, apparently. Is that really how that mechanic works? Like, let me see something. That's interesting. If you aim down sights, you know, like you can like kind of like flick it. If you aim down sights with All Might and say you let go of the aim down sights, it does the aim down sights all the way until the second one comes out. I didn't know that. So I never do it. Why is it interesting? Why does it do that? That's weird. Cause I went to go aim down sights and let go of aim and then flick up, and it stayed aim down sights. I was like, oh, what the heck? You know? That timings are off, yo. I was landing that in the game, so it's crazy though. Like, I can like really get a feel for my movement better now. I'm still not good at fully understanding that magnetism range nonsense there.
この衝撃で
I have no idea what else to say right now, honestly. Give me a second here, everybody. Kind of just spaced out. I'm thinking a lot right now. Because I might have to cancel that second part of the stream. I don't know, he's not answering me. And we, like, everybody left. And I'm starting to get depressed. So I might just get off. I think that's it, everybody. I think we're good. Pretty decent stream. Yeah. We're good, everybody. Everything's good. I don't know, yeah. I think I did everything I needed to do, yeah. Guess that's that for tonight. I was gonna do Spellbreak. I'm not gonna do it if I don't have him there. I feel like we've taken too long to decide what we're doing here. I'm trying to figure out what I should do. Yeah, it's me in a nutshell, yo. It's literally the story of my life. That's why I'm like kind of used to it. Huh. You want me to play it? I'll be back, everybody.
Basement nights with pixel fights, carry founder power speed. Traveled far past moonlit bars with constellations at our feet. Running wild through cyberspace, twisted memes and cyber scenes. Every like a digital spike, breaking chains to chase our dream. Human pauses to wired causes, she became more than screens could deem. A hero shy but reaching high, beyond the void through light she streams. Shadows cast, the future's past, carries rise, spell unmasked. From binary heartbeats and virtual sparks, her legacy spells circular and vast. With we carry, we glow through the starry unknown. Breaking codes, endless road.
I am freaking decked on this episode of freaking TTV. Give me a second here. I'm trying to get this thing working. A heck? Yeah. No, I'm waiting for someone else to get back to me. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm thinking way too much. I'm worried. See what I mean? Yo, Spellbreak like makes me depressed to think about it. It's like actually really bad. Like my hero is like one level of depression, so and then the Spellbreak's like magnify it by like 10. Magnify by like 10. All right, give me a second. I'm trying to figure out what the heck. I can't figure out why I can't open the game. I'm gonna restart my stream in a moment here. In a moment, everybody. I'm setting it all up. I'm gonna get up for a moment, though. Be back in like 5 minutes type of vibe, honestly, everybody. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'll be right back. Do. I honestly might cancel it, everybody. I honestly might cancel it. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, everybody. I don't know. Might I'm not sure it's say. I do here. Um. Hmm. And um. I don't know if I can do it, everybody. I'm starting to think too much. So I'm gonna end my stream, and I'll be back later. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the stream. Keep an eye out. I might come back on in a bit.